everything you got. Defense, hit him with that ghost side. Nostra, Quan Alexander, this dance, shake both sides. 49er Empire, 49er Empire. This is for the fan base, die hard, set by. Stand up, 4-9 to the heart, baby. Pull on back in Candlestick Park. Levi, let's go.
First thing I had to do is come in with my excuses, right? Got caught in traffic and also had tech problems. I was kidding about the traffic. I got to get tech. Fam, hey, you know what? Tonight, I figure let's get together tonight and tomorrow night. Let's do scores tomorrow. You can give it if you want to, but tomorrow's official score night. But tonight, I'm intrigued by the fact that this team is. It's full strength in a sense. Well, let me just get down to it. Dee Ford's going to return against the Saints after missing the past 2 games with a hamstring injury. You do have to wonder if Dee Ford would have made a difference last week against those Ravens in Action Jackson. I really do. Dee has contributed 6.5 bag 'em and tag 'ems to the Niners sack attack this season. That ties for third on the team with DeForest Buckner. Say, the 49ers ranked second in the NFL, the sack category with 45. In fact, if you were on Twitter yesterday, well, I was going wild on Twitter yesterday. I'm rolling around talking about 49ers got the best sack attack in the NFL. Dude comes in, beg pardon, what? The Panthers are ahead. What? I wouldn't check that. I didn't even take his word for it. Panthers got 46 sacks. They're 1 sack ahead of us. How in the world did that happen? That's all right. And the Panthers did get, the Panthers narrowly lost to the Saints. Did you watch that game? They're like us with the Seahawks. The only reason the Panthers lost that game was because their field goal kicker missed the kick. And the Panthers got, and they, of course, the Saints got a second opportunity. Who laid a 50-burger on that same Panthers team? Oh, anyway. We rank second behind the Panthers and hold the lead. It says, please. I was told it's Rice, Josh. I mean, really? Okay, if I get enough votes, I'll change clothes right here. It's Jerry Rice. How can it be and it's not game time. Okay, anyway. Anyway, that ties for third on the team. The 49ers ranked second in the NFL, as I mentioned, behind the Panthers, and hold a lead of one more body bag than the 49ers. Coach Shanahan earlier today said that Dee didn't return for the Baltimore game last Sunday, which means he should be feeling extra burden this week. Dee Ford is not listed on today's final injury report. Shanahan added by saying, if it was the last game of the year, he could have gone. But with a hamstring, if you tweak that, it's another month. He should be good to go on Sunday. Are we getting any more votes? Yeah, okay. And then All-Star Luna says, I rock my black Kittle jersey all the time. Let us rise above. I'm not getting rid of my Rice jersey, Pam. This costs too much, man. It's Jerry, the GOAT. Anyway, let me continue. As he says, if it was the last game of the year, he could have gone with a hamstring if you tweak that to another month. Quote, Dee will continue to be used as primarily a third down pass rush specialist due to the ongoing knee tendonitis. Dee has played more than 26 snaps in a game since he aggravated his knee way back in week 2. We've not had, when you consider the fact that we've had Dee on sort of like a part-time basis since he came to San Francisco. Us being 10-2, I mean, is probably amazing, actually. And fam, here's another thing I just realized. The fact that the 49ers have not had nearly an ass whooping this year. The two games they've lost have been by narrow margins. We either beat teams to death or Cardinals. What are Cardinals, man? There could be a matchup issue with the Cardinals, and that could be the only reason why. They could go on for years, though. That's the only thing. Anyway, Diaz played. He has indicated he could have surgery in the offseason. Hopefully, they'll correct that so we can get D-Mac for more next year. Shanahan notes that it's probably not going to calm down until the offseason. The good thing about it is we've got some depth there. He's capable of doing more, but we're in a good situation there. In fact, looking at a lot more walk and wounded or the injury report, Kowalski T, broken rib, he almost made. He got 14. He got into almost week 13 because Kowalski leaves every year with a broken something or tear or some show. He got 13 weeks. These guys really want to play too. I think that's what's keeping someone on the field. Look at J-Dub. He almost got hurt. I thought he was seriously hurt the other day when that play he made that they were talking about. Well, the defender has as much right to that ball as the receiver. I thought they were going to run the flag on it, but they didn't. J-Dub went up for that. So that's what I'm saying. When he plays, J-Dub says, I am going for the play. If I get hurt, then so be it. But this dude is not catching this ball. That's why I love that dude so much. Anyway, Kowalski did not practice during the course of the week, so that's why he's not going to be making this game. Julian Taylor, he's got something going on with his elbow. He'll also be sidelined. Tart will be replaced by Marcel Harris. But here's no official word on whether Contavious Street is coming on or not. You know, we heard about Contavious earlier in the week, and Contavious was being worked out. 49ers were taking a look at him. Maybe they did not like what they seen. So I'm not sure what's going to happen there as far as our linemen concerned. We do need, if Julian's out, DJ Jones is returning. No. Boy, I still would like that Givens, boy. I tell you, man, I want to see that dude. Joe Staley, the finger, he's questionable, although he indicated Wednesday he would play against the Saints after missing the past 3 games. So that's not going to be a case. Fam, also of big interest. Now, here's where the conversations are going to start to get, and some of us may get a little out of line, but then again, the truth is the truth. The fact that the 49ers may be down 2 receivers this Sunday and dealing with the Saints, and that's because Marquise Goodwin and Dante Pettis are listed as questionable to play. The truth is they were going to be questionable to play anyway, whether they were feeling good or not. You remember earlier during the week, in episode 2 of this particular week, I think it was, Kyle Shanahan went on to say that he has decided who his receivers would be. And of course, that includes Emmanuel, the E-Man, D-Man. We should might as well change his name to the D-Man. So we got the E-Man, the D-Man, KB, Richie. It's got a nice flow to it. Those guys are going to be the guys from here on out, and that means they're going to be getting all the reps in practice, and Jimmy G can start getting razor sharp with some of the guys he's playing with in all times. Instead of having to spread reps around with a bunch of guys, he's going to focus mainly on these guys, which is probably going to improve timing, probably going to improve a lot of different things. These guys I just mentioned, these guys are going to be solid for the future. I got a feeling. I know Debo's going to be a bad man. E-Man is already a bad man. Kendrick Bourne is so frightening because Kendrick can be straight money, and then all of a sudden, I'm just thinking maybe, is this a maturing process? Is Kendrick going to finally arrive to be the guy that he really could be with some consistency? Because quite frankly, fam, it's like I always say around the goal line, when you see me yelling, bring Kendrick in the game, because nobody can cover him on a short route. He gets in and out of a route as good as E-Man and anybody else on this team. The defender is always left in the dust, especially on a short route, and all Jimmy's got to do is put the ball in the right place. Kendrick's got a touchdown. That's going to happen 9 out of 10 times. He is that good until all of a sudden he draws a blank, and I don't know what goes on, but he can't catch. But lately, Kyle just said, forget this. Kendrick, you're in. E-Man, you already know Debo making me feel good about the draft. Richie James came through a couple of times this year, but Richie hasn't had any opportunities to make any mistakes, so he is the 4th guy. I'm loving it. Anyway, Goodwin was inactive this past weekend against the Ravens after being inactive during Week 12 against the Green Bay Packers. He never stepped on the field for an offensive staff in Baltimore. He's listed on the team's practice report with a knee and foot injury. And Coach Shanahan said a good one, quote, he's had some wear and tear, some chronic stuff, and then it just flamed up enough that we had to list it today. And so when we do that, it's questionable. Pettis, meanwhile, was inactive against the Ravens also after suffering a knee sprain during a practice in the week leading up to the game. Shanahan didn't sound too optimistic that Pettis might be available Sunday. But we all know that Dante's definitely in Kyle Shanahan's, but he's in the doghouse so far. You need a flashlight to find him up in there. You know what I'm saying? Dante, would you please assert yourself sometime soon? They're going to make a deal, Dante, and you're going to be a part of it. Because quite frankly, fam, next year, you already know, we've seen the little bit we've seen of Jalen Hurd. He's in. He is so in. Debo, Jalen, Kendrick suddenly has emerged. I got a feeling he is going to make this. Man, if they sign him another contract, it's 4 guys. There's room for what? 2 more? Who are they going to be? Shanahan said of Pettis, we mainly just walked through today, so he was able to go through walkthrough, so that was good. It gives him a chance to hopefully be able to go next week. Because Kyle's going to continue to look at Dante as long as he can. He wants Dante to succeed if he would just go for it. Man. Coach was asked if he would go with just 4 receivers if Pettis Goodwin cannot play. He responded with a quote, yeah, we'd have to, yep. Unquote. Keats is having his worst year with the Niners since his coming on in 2017. His season stats read just 12 receptions for 186 yards. With a touchdown through 9 games this season, Dante P. hasn't looked any better. He has pulled in 11 passes for 109 yards with 2 TDs through 11 games. If you do the math on that, he's even worse than Goodwin. 49ers remaining receivers on the roster are Emmanuel Sanders, Debo Samuel, Kendrick Bourne, and Richie James. That's who they're going with. Amazingly enough, they've all been the ones making a difference this season. We'll see what happens going forward. Got to root for him. I still love both guys. When Keats was right, he was raw. He was raw. And Dante, we already know his capabilities. I mean, if a guy in the secondary is trying to cover Dante on a route, forget about it. As Nigel Michael say, forget about it. It ain't going to happen. It's such a waste. Anyway, hey, Michael Hag, what's up? Hey, so glad to be back to... Owen Sullivan, of course, here. Owen Sullivan. Poor guy. He's a Hawks fan. Owen, you guys aren't going anywhere. Your team is... You're not going to be able to luck out much further. It's too late in the season. You're in the playoffs. You're only going to embarrass yourself. And I got to tell you something, Owen. You guys continue to embarrass yourself every week and you don't get good draft picks because you go too far and your team's not capable of going anywhere. And then you get a low-round draft pick. You should actually start asking yourself, is it time for us to start losing so we can get some draft picks? Because quite frankly, your team's not going to the Super Bowl. There's just no chance. Ryan Watkins says, hey, I'm going to the game. My score is 24-19 Niners. But Owen, good luck to you, and thanks for the contribution. Ryan, thanks, man, for the contribution as well. Oh, God. We are ready. And Owen, also, remember, the only chance you got to beat the 49ers in that final game of the season is this time if Emmanuel goes down again, if George doesn't play, if Staley's not working. I mean, that's the only reason we won the game last time. Oh, poor guys. Oh, what I thought. Daniel, let's have 49ers fan 5249. Sanders, Debo, and Hurd with I forgot about Trent Taylor. There's only going to be room for one of those guys between Pettis and Goodwin. And you know that means Pettis is probably going to win. I think we'll be. He says I think we'll be able to have a good core. Anonymous says let's. I'm not going to say it. Let's get us some Saints pie. Niners going to feast all day Sunday. Michael, hey, I'm so glad to be back today. Wife had baby. Oh, Michael, is that right? Wife had a baby and came out yesterday. So glad to be back home to listen to your show. Man, so tired at the same time. I bet so, huh? That's gotta be tearing you up, man. It's sitting there. Oh, it's oh, well, you didn't say what it was, though. It's birthday, yeah? Okay, we'll get back to that. Hank Moody says Vegas changed the line so damn much since they just put us understood. They have us at a point and a half now, from what I understand. Didn't it start at 3? Went down to 2.5. Now it's a point and a half as they finally realize you know, it's not. You got to take the 49ers seriously. And the betting line, people probably started realizing, hey, don't be betting a whole lot of money against the Saints, man. They ain't going to beat that 49er team. 49ers are Rockets Rider. 49ers 38, Saints 19. Final, my prediction. Jim Thorogood said, hey, would you consider drafting the quarterback from Oklahoma and that linebacker from Cal, Evan Weaver? I doubt either would be first-round picks, but would address a need. Nah, Jim, I'm riding with Jimmy G. He's going to be okay. He just needs a year off that injury to come on back, and he'll be fine. And also, our second stringer, I got a feeling he'd be fine too. So I'm not thinking about drafting those guys. Linebacker, I don't know. Daniel Andre, if KB were going to be great, he would have been great already. KB is really good and is a viable option near the goal line, but he is just a rotational piece. He's not a great wide receiver. No, I disagree with that. Some receivers, a lot of players come out of school, especially in his case, it takes them a while to develop. Some are slower, faster than others. Kendrick showed me something this year that he went to a level I didn't even know he had. So we don't know about it. Yeah, actually, you can't draw a conclusion on him is what the problem is. I got to wait a little while longer. I'm patient like that. Hey, Daniel.
What's up, Ronbo?
Daniel, I'm telling you, man, the Saints game kind of reminds me of something that might be the same as both the Panthers and the Rodgers and his boys, the Pack. The 49ers are designed to beat this kind of team. So, we'll see what happens. But, Daniel, what are you thinking tonight? As far as their injury is concerned, are we in a good position here regardless of our pain?
As far as injuries, the only thing I'm worried about is how rusty is Joe Staley. Because when he came back against Seattle, got killed.
Amen.
Man, that's the only thing as far as injuries I'm worried about is how rusty is Joe Staley. If he can, come in, he's not playing against a chump. Was it Jordan? Is that the defensive end going to be over on his side?
Cam's going to be probably on his side, and also on the other side, you've got Davenport. You know what? You're right. That's real true.
I mean, Clowney clowned Staley all game long.
So strange. But Joe did say the leg was still bugging him. The finger was broken early in the game. Because you and I both know Staley, nobody beats him up that every snap, no matter who it is.
Well, he's hardly played. That's the best. Everybody else knows in week 12, week 13, week 14, as far as reps and game readiness, he's still in week 3.
Yes, Andy.
So that's where I'm concerned. How about his timing being off, the rust, and I think he's still got some gas in the tank. But we've kind of noticed even this season he's been a little slow, even in preseason, even the first 2 weeks. But maybe it took him a little while to get up to speed. But he's never got that chance. So that is a slight concern.
Yeah, it was a heavy concern because they're going to bring Brunskill in school. I'm not sure if School's confidence has been broken. You see him standing on the sideline when he got taken out for Brunskill that game, and he looked so hurt. He was standing over there all by himself, nobody around him.
He was just overmatched in that particular game. I mean, he played, 7-8 games for us, and that was the only game that he really did poorly in. So he has no reason to hold his head low. I mean, he did really well as far as I was concerned.
Yeah, I hope the coach tells him that, hey, kid, you're doing fine. Don't worry about it. You're a rookie, and you got some things to learn. You're going to be great, all right?
He's got some things to learn. He's got to put on a little mass. He's got to put on his big boy strength. He's still kind of college size.
He is.
But, he still went in there and did his part. So I can't chastise the boy for having one bad game out of 7. I mean, that's pretty good odds, especially for a rookie. What was he, 6th, 7th round? Something like that, late round pick?
Yeah, he's sixth round, yeah. So he's got and like you said, he's got to gain strength too. So.
And then Dee Ford coming back and basically having a pocket passer in Drew Brees, which, we had Aaron Rodgers. Look what happened to him. So I'm hoping for the same kind of result.
Kyle Allen. These guys like this, they're not – this is what the 49ers are designed to do, destroy pocket quarterbacks. I got to work on the mobile guys. But, yeah, so.
We didn't do too bad against the mobile quarterbacks, Ron. Well, not really. I mean,
No, that's true.
Russell Wilson and Murray and Lamar Jackson did not go buck wild on us.
No,
I mean, they still got their plays in, but they did not go buck wild. I mean, Baltimore didn't score 40 on us. He didn't throw for 200-plus yards and run for 100. I mean, he ran for 100, but, he was what? His rating was far worse than Jimmy's, especially on third down.
Well, yeah.
So,
he always does. I mean, he's about running anywhere. So, and with Wilson, Wilson is not. I do not fear Wilson. Murray, I do, because the only reason the Hawks beat us that game is because Emmanuel Mosley went. We were leading 10-0 before Emmanuel Mosley left the game. Right? There was no George Kittle.
You mean Emmanuel Sanders?
Emmanuel Sanders. I'm sorry, Mosley. We're gonna get anyway. Emmanuel Sanders. These are things that aren't going to happen twice. I'm not worried about the Hawks, but I am concerned about Kyler for next year.
Oh, I'm not either. I live up here in the Seattle area, Ronbo, and let me tell you, all these fake fans, I call them the Squeak Hawks because they just squeak by. And all these guys, we dominating. I say, okay, you've got, they've won 10 games. I saw a stat the other day. The point differential in their 10 games is like 34 points.
Right? Every week, squeaking by.
It's the lowest point differential ever by a 10-win team. So you're not dominating anybody. You're squeaking by. You consider a score domination. You're just saying to make yourself feel better because you know you're getting lucky and you know you're squeaking by. I don't hear this crap.
Hey, the thing is, though, Daniel, it's about playing in the clink. And they've got to stop getting those local refs and bring some refs in from out of town. The calls. They get some awesome calls in that clink.
And these fans are so fake, Ronbo. Half of them don't even know who the quarterback was before Russell Wilson. They don't know who Steve Largent was. They don't even know their own history. They say, I'm a lifelong fan. I'll say, okay, who's Dave Craig? Who's Jacob Green and Cortez Kennedy? They look at me like, huh?
And are they aware of the fact that team hasn't always been an NFC,
No, they're not. They actually, when I were telling them, you guys, our former arch rival used to be the Raiders. And what are you talking about? It used to be AFC West. They have no clue.
If he's not over 15 years old and he's talking like that, then you're right. That is bandwagon playing, dude. God.
There's a ton of them up here, Ronbo. Let me tell you, I see them every day. I see it every day. It's why it's comical.
It really is.
I enjoy repping my red and gold up here in Seattle Seahawk country. I get all kinds of looks, and I'm proud of it.
And I'm proud of you, Daniel. We're going to go, Fib. Hey, tomorrow night we'll be back again, do our score thing, and talk about some of the things that are going on before the game, all right?
All right, sounds good, Ronbo.
Thanks, Daniel. Great to hear from you. Talk to you later.
All right, have a good night.
You too. And we go to Dollar Bill. Will.
Ronbo, what's up, man?
Well, I'm sitting there looking. This what I love about Lynch and Shanahan. They did such a good job of building this roster. It's like when some people leave, you kind of get excited about it because the guys that are coming in to take their place are going to be fine. I just worry about if DJ Jones can't go. I'm not sure if Contavious is going to play. They're going to bring Mrs. Givens' baby boy up. What are they going to do with that? Or is it going to be still Sheldon Day? I guess that's what they're probably going to do. But, and you know about the wide receiver situation. Boy, I tell you what, I ain't even worried. Boy, I tell you, I feel good about it. Can't nobody get hurt, though. That's the only thing. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm pretty sure DJ Jones, he's full go. I mean, I didn't hear anything about him not playing or whatnot.
Yeah,
I know it's just Tartan and Julian Taylor, but yeah, man, I'm curious to see what Street look like. I mean, I saw a tape on Street out at practice, man. He looked good. He looked explosive off the line, man. So
dude is strong.
I'm kind of interested to see what he looks like.
Yeah.
And but I mean, we ready to eat, man. I mean, this is the last few games of the regular season before we get into the playoffs, man. I mean, it's time to bunker down and make sure, man, we knock these wins out, man, because we don't need to be worrying about what's going on outside of the team, man. We need to worry about one opponent each week.
That's right.
These last 4 remaining games is important, man.
That's so, right. And this last 3 weeks, this may as well been the playoffs. If the playoffs started today, the 49ers will have already been trained for the playoffs. And if we went to Dallas for the first game of the playoffs, and where's anybody see Texas boy? I ain't seen him in weeks.
Rombo, if we had to play Dallas, Rombo, we'd have 42 points on them in the second quarter. They that trash. You lose to the Bears, man. You that trash. Anyway, man, I'm just ready to. I'm pumped, man. We got all the guys back at the right time. Dee Ford is back, Staley back, Breida back. We got all the soldiers back at the right time, Ronbo. And I'm excited about it, man, because this is it, man. I mean, Drew Brees is in a whole lot of trouble. I mean, Drew Brees is gonna be Drew Brees. He gonna have his moments, but we gonna get him, man. And his offense, I'm not worried about it at all, man. Kyle Shanahan, man, he's about to rip open the playbook, man, and show you why he's the best play caller in the league, man. Jimmy G about to show you why he's the right man to play in San Francisco. I'm so sick and tired of all this. Can Jimmy G show us this and that? The man had already showed you, and everybody still asking to see more of him. Like what the hell you want? What the hell you want him to do? What else you want him to do? I mean, he already showed you what he can do. People still want to see what he can do, man. But I mean, they can stick up their ass, Ronbo. But we ready, man. We coming.
You know what? Drew Brees,
offense is about to step it up a notch, man.
This
team as a whole is about to step it up a notch, Ronbo, man. We really about to kick some butt, and we about to do some damage. They may got us at the 5 seed as a wild card team now, but we the most dangerous 5 seed wild card team in this damn league, and people about to find out. So, to me, Ronbo, I believe by the end of the season, man, we're gonna have that first seed, man. We're gonna go to the clink. We're gonna knock off Seattle, man. I'm telling you right now, Ronbo, if we had Kittle and Sanders in that damn game, man, we would have beat their ass, man.
Oh, would have blown them out.
Would have beat their ass.
Yeah.
Right, man. I'm telling you, man, we'll be having a seed. We're having that 1 seed right now, but we gonna get it back though. I promise you that. But Ronbo, man, I'm telling you, man, the time is now. We about to kick. The last 4 games. We about to kick some ass, man. We about to go into the playoffs and really kick some ass, man. I don't care what seed we land on in the playoffs, man. We're gonna ride that ship all the way to Miami, man.
You just don't want to get an injury.
I'm a 49er faithful, man. I have faith in this team. All day, every day, 24/7, 365, man. Wherever seed or spot we land on in the playoffs, man, we're gonna ride that ship all the way to Miami, man. I don't give a damn. If you're not a fan and you got doubt,
the only danger is the only danger is you don't want to get hurt playing the Cowboys. That would be a waste. You see what I'm saying? So I'd like to avoid that wild card.
Worst case scenario, Ronbo, we had to be the wild card, man. We riding that ship to Miami, man. We're going to ride that ship through the wild card. We're going to ride that ship through the divisional playoffs. We're going to ride that ship all the way through the NFC Championship. And we're going to ride that ship all the way through the Super Bowl. And we're going to be riding on that ship with a fucking ring on the finger, man. I'm telling you, man. We about to get it, man. We about to eat. And that's all I got to say tonight, Ronbo, man. Tell me
right.
I'm coming.
All right, fam. I'll be looking for you tomorrow night. There it is.
All right.
I will. Oh, wait.
Right,
you got to do your thing.
I got you.
Okay. Go ahead.
Shout out to you, Ronbo, man. Shout out to my TNT fam, my player partner, Trey Trez, Big Show, Russo, Daniel, Shay Lewis, man, Big Show, Jay Fresh, all them guys, man. Hey, shout out to my Ronbo Sports Fan Club, Rico, Jersey Joe, all them guys, man. Hey, F the Rams, F Rudy, till our Super Bowl, going to score 3 points. Yeah. We got beat by the Bucks.
Yeah.
Got 55 points put on who we beat, 31-17. Or now to beat the LA Rams. We're going to beat the LA Rams again. What sweet. And they bankrupt. All right, Ronbo.
I will. Oh. Hey, right. But one thing we got, and I just thought about something though. The Rams got to win for us this weekend. Yeah. And you know what? The way the Rams played last week, they might. You know? Hey, Okie Niner, I see you. What's up? Yeah. Beat them Saints. And also that Ram Go Niners. Okay, Niners, thanks for the contributions. Ryan Watkins, I'm going to the game, and my score is 24-19. Ooh, somebody else told me they're going to the game. I need to get back to him. about the halftime. I'm glad it reminded me of that. Let's see. But yeah, we're Rams fans this weekend. It's really funny, huh? Beat them escape artists. Bunch of team full of Houdinis. Hey, James.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo? How you doing, man?
James, we're just talking about how fate. You can't tell. You know how you learn early on in Bible school, the Lord works in mysterious ways. We have lost players that probably in a rotational situation may have been more of a burden than a help. You know what I mean? So Kyle ain't under any pressure to play folks that can't help him offensively. And we don't know. I tell you, what are you thinking tonight as far as our situation goes?
Well, I'll tell you one thing for sure. I do believe, truth be told, I'm actually wanting to see Dee Ford back in that lineup, because with Dee Ford back in that lineup, then that means that Eric Armstead goes back to his natural position in that 5 technique.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it is. And I've said this all along in the beginning of the season, that those 2 big guys in the middle are they wreak havoc on small quarterbacks.
Oh,
Okay.
Yes, indeed.
And we seen what they did to Baco's Mayfield. Okay. We seen what they did to Kyle Allen. Okay. And
Especially Mayfield.
Jared Goffey laid down like a possum that had done ate a big rat or something and just needed to take him a nap. So with that being said, I mean, listen, one thing I do know for sure, the 2 games we've lost this season, that following team that they got to play the week after that loss, they abuse them.
Yeah.
That's what I've seen, because look what we did to the Packers after we lost to the Seahawks. Okay. And I mean, right now, this is the ideal time. Like, the other caller had said, which is true, getting these guys back healthy. And right now, man, this is our time to rise and get this done, man. We're looking at playing 6 more games of football, and one of them are going to start this Sunday. But I said we're looking to play 6 more games of football for this season, for the total of this season. That means being in hopefully some of the biggest games that come in a season when you're sitting there and you're hungry and you want it. And, getting Kittle back and a healthy Matt Breida and Dee Ford, man.
I forgot. I
Yeah,
forgot Matty B.
yeah, yeah. Breida, 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 Breida has been practicing, and I'm glad. Kyle. I think Mike Shanahan has let Kyle know. Listen, you can't really make no friends in this business. When guys are playing at a high level, that's who you got to ride with. And when you got them misfires, you got to move on from them. And sometimes that happens with guys that have been in the league or on the team for a long time. They just start to feel like, hey, I've been here before, this and that. Well, that was then and this is now. And I like the statement he put out there when he said about the receivers that, these are guys he could count on Emmanuel Sanders.
You read the same thing I read.
And Kendrick Bourne. These are guys that he trusts. Okay, when he said that, the writing signs are on the wall that it's 3 players right now. Okay, 2 definitely I know of. Number 1 is Marquise Goodwin. When your head coach say that he can't trust you no more, and number 2, Trent Taylor, I don't think that sat very well with Kyle to all of a sudden have this foot injury that he was hiding. And then we understand Dante Pettis, just, you could spook him away from the ball. You don't have to hit him. You could say boo too loud and he'll stop running and let you go after the ball. No, not in the National Football League. You can't have that, man. So I look at it like this. I see it as though, right now, man, we've got to go get this. They re-signed Antoine Exum, okay, because of Tart being hurt. And
Oh,
Exum,
hey,
yeah,
when did
Exum,
you
yeah.
when did you hear that? Did you just get that?
No, Exum's been back on the team 3 days now, man.
Oh, how did I miss that?
Yeah,
I'm glad
yeah.
to hear about his hard hitting butts
They,
back. All
they,
right.
yeah, they re-signed Exum and they re-signed Exum and they re-signed another receiver, Holdman, some guy they re-signed. They put on the practice squad, but
Ah,
An- Antoine Exum is on the depth chart. He's not on the practice squad. He's on the
yeah.
depth chart
If they
because,
re-signed him,
you know,
he's coming in to
yeah,
take place.
familiarity. So at the end of the day, that could that could bode well for us right about now because why? Exum has been there. This will be his third season with the
Yeah, he
team.
knows the system.
And,
Yeah.
he knows the system well. So now with the other players we got around him, and then Sherman back there, in the backfield with him, and then Jimmy Ward on the back end. Listen, man, I'm gonna tell you right now, I think Drew Brees and the Saints are in trouble because one thing about them, they give up a lot of rushing yards to opposing teams. They're not
Yeah, I
good.
was
They're not
watching
good. Listen,
Panthers. Yeah.
the Falcons in the spot they're at right now, which is as Damian Woody says on ESPN, a
Mm.
dumpster fire teams. The Falcons are right. They're right there. They're in the dumpster, and the gas is sitting
And
up there.
and
And
they were putting it to him. And as I said
they
about the
put it
Panthers, so those are
not
conference games,
not
yo. So, but
yeah,
James, we
and
got to
not
pull
only
up.
that,
Mm.
sure, they didn't even have Julio Jones in that game.
Right,
Okay, when they played the Saints.
right.
Okay,
See,
so and I think I know you got to go, but we
we definitely got to
also
go.
Drew Brees don't want to see San Francisco. He remembers what happened back here 5 years ago. Okay,
Mm.
thank you for what you do, Ronbo. None for life. Have a great evening, and this is our time. We've arrived, and it's time to go take it now. Okay,
Mm.
it's time to go take it. There's no holds barred. You don't get this deep into a season and just say we can't do it. Ain't no can't do it right now.
Yeah,
Thank
amen
you
to
for
that.
having me.
Mm.
Niner Empire, Niner for life. I'll talk to you tomorrow night by the grace of God. Be blessed. And thank you
Be
for
looking
all
for you
that.
too, James. Have a good night.
All right.
But James reminded me of that meme that went around forever. When Drew Brees' neck, his head was over here. The neck was like a pizza. It was just like taffy, stretched out way over here. Ahmad Brooks. I don't know. Brooks, man, I'm surprised. Right now, I think they threw a flag on that kind of tackle. Brooks nearly broke the man's neck. Brees is tough, though. If you can take an Ahmad shot like that and still feel like you want to play, Dre, come on in it. Dre
Man,
probably laid out them kind of hits
my
before himself.
partner. My partner, what's up with it, man?
You know, Dre, man, just sit back here and doing like we've been doing all season long, wondering and worried about things that ain't even. But Dre don't worry about these things. You know, because last week I
No,
was
sir.
crying and Dre was telling me, man, y'all need to quit tripping, man. We talking about Jackson ain't all, he wasn't, you were right. We just made a mistake.
105 yards passing with I think he had like a 17 QBR with an 83.6 passer rating. He didn't look that great to me. You know what I mean? But hey, let him walk on water with the other bandwagon fans.
I know. Oh, hey, wait. Let me answer Daniel Andre. I see a question here. Any word on DJ Jones? DJ made it to practice Tuesday.
DJ playing.
Yeah. So he's
Yes,
okay,
sir.
Daniel.
And he looked. Yeah, he looks good. So this is one of the things I wanted to talk to you guys about was they have Davis and Cam Jordan. Davis and Cam Jordan are no better than Zadarius and Preston Smith. Actually, I think Preston Smith and Zadarius Smith are better coming off of the edge, and we contain them very well. Zadarius had, two sacks. I mean, he's going to get his money. He's great, but they're not better than them. And I say that because Zadarius and Preston are fast off of that edge, extremely fast. Those guys could run down running backs. Cam Jordan is like 280 coming off the edge. He's not running down anything. You know what I mean? So as long as we protect the edges on those guys, we'll be fine. Yeah. Second of all, my brother James has brought it to my attention. You know, I was aware of this also. You know, they beat the Atlanta Falcons, 18-26 without Julio Jones. That is huge. Also, when you have to go sign Matt Tateo who ain't played all year, because both of your starting linebackers are gone. That just means we're going to run it for about 150, 200 yards.
Yeah, and yes.
Get past the first line of defense, which is the front line, and it's trouble. Also, that means that they're going to have a hell of a time trying to guard George Kittle. Also, that Pro Bowl tight end named Austin Hooper, he wasn't playing for the Falcons either. But their backup tight end also, he still had a good game against the Saints last week.
Oh, yeah, they couldn't do nothing with him. I kept thinking about
he didn't
that,
play.
too.
Austin Hooper or Julio Jones did not play last week. They were both out. Austin Hooper has a sprained MCL, and Julio has, I think, I don't know if it was an ankle or something of that nature.
But he was standing on the sidelines. I seen him.
Yeah, they beat him 26 to 18. So look for them to bring down a safety inside the box, which means I look for E-Man and Debo to have, and my boy KB, I look for them to have some good 20 to 25-yard receptions. Also, I look for Debo or Richie to have something huge over the top of the defense. And I still think that George is going to expose those guys. Also, George, in one of his interviews, the last day of practice, which was yesterday, before we ended up leaving IMG Academy, he said he is looking forward to playing against Cam Jordan.
Wait, who said that?
I smell a shutdown.
Wait, who said that?
Kittle. He said he said he's looking forward to playing against Cam Jordan.
He likes the block.
I'm looking for a shutdown. I'm looking for, a shutdown of Cam Jordan.
Because I just want to piggyback on that real quick. Here's the thing. If they would have ran Devontae a little bit more in that game, because I don't know, the Falcons got this thing about Matty's got to throw the ball
ended
too
up
much.
Going out a little bit early with like a hamstring strain, though. He was coming back from the hamstring strain.
Oh, okay.
He didn't play the week before, and then he ended up leaving a little bit early. But he still had 15 carries for 71 yards, which is, that's not bad. That's close to 4 yards a carry. So, yeah, man. Also, Terran Armstead, their Pro Bowl left tackle. This man has a high ankle sprain, Ronbo.
I saw it when he got it 2 weeks ago.
Listed that they take 6 to 8 weeks to heal. If you remember, Bosa's took about 7.5 into the second week of the schedule.
He didn't get well until he seen his boy.
And I had one before, and it took me 7 weeks to heal. And Ronbo, I'm nowhere near 339 pounds. So let Terran Armstead try to guard Bosa with that bum ankle. We're gonna see how that works for you.
He was gonna need both of them anyway, regardless as to what the health he's in.
Yeah. Then they're starting left guard, Andres Pete, who's right next to Terran Armstead. He's out with the broken forearm. And then they're starting right guard. He also is on the injury report, listed as questionable. So their offensive line is beat up in the middle and on the left. I mean, it's going to be problems, Ronbo. It just is what it is. It's going to be problems for them up front, and it's going to be problems for them for the middle of their defense with no linebackers. So I mean, you could try to play running upfield all day and trying to sack Jimmy G. We're just going to run the ball down your throat because they literally have nothing in the middle of their defense. They're going to have to play with probably 5 DBs. They're going to run like a 3-2-5 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's just trouble all around the board. I see Drew Brees getting exposed. I do see Michael Thomas probably getting no more than 5 receptions. He's not a fast, speedy receiver. Huh?
I forget about Michael. That's true.
He's not a fast, speedy receiver, though. That's why he doesn't scare me. He's a
big and strong guy. He's like a tight end wide receiver. Dre, let me see you tomorrow night, fam. All awesome stuff as per usual. My dude.
Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir, man. Shout out to the TNT fam, man. My player partner, Will, Trey Trez, Big Show, Jerry Fresh, Russo, Shay Lewis, man. All of the guys, the true faithful out there, man. Hey, we just got to remain ready for the game, and let's try not to have any discouraging remarks when a guy makes one mistake on one damn play. I'm starting to kind of get tired of that. Let the game play out. It's a 4-quarter game for a reason. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
All right, Trey. Have a good night, man. Bro. All right, fam. Boy, I tell you, what I'm really enjoying this year? We get to meet all kinds of fans every week. Here they like, who is Shane there? What? I mean, Owen's in there meddling all the time. But I'm seeing these dudes from all these teams. Daniel S.M. 49ers fan 5249. Props to Ronnie Lott being named all-time best free safety. You knew that was coming. But thanks for that contribution, Daniel. By the way, you people that like to come in here from other teams, can we see you next week too? Don't be a stranger. We want to discuss the game. Hey, Rick.
Let's go. What's good?
Rick, man. Hey, Rick, you figure the Saints probably plan on running a short game because, I mean, Peyton, nobody in their right mind is going to be sending people long on the 49ers. I mean, Ted Ginn Jr.'s got plenty of speed, but it would take way more speed than Ted's got to get down the field and think Drew Brees is still going to be on his feet by the time he gets in the end of that route.
Right.
So they're going to try to wear out the middle of the field. And now they've taken some food off of Fred Warner's plate. He's out there moving faster. He's quicker. I can't wait to see Alvin Kamara come across that middle. And, Alvin Kamara's getting up slowly from... No, there he goes back down again. They're calling the medics out on the field. I can see it all now. But, Rick, come on in, man. What you got to say about all these injuries we got, and what do you expect?
Honestly, first of all, I think the Saints are barbecue chicken. I call them marshmallows, too.
Call them gumbo.
No disrespect to them, but at this point, it is what it is. Look, like you said before, Michael Thomas, he's an awesome receiver, but he's a possession receiver. Yeah. They don't have any burners anymore, no Brandon Cooks or anybody that gets down the field, maybe Ted Ginn Jr. But like you said before, because of the fact that with Nick Bosa and Dee Ford, Armstead, Buckner, everybody and the fact that Drew Brees is it's not a mobile quarterback. He's a stationary quarterback. So we're going to get back to hitting rushing them with four people, collapsing the pocket. It won't be close. We're going to Alvin Kamara, he's more of like a screen pass.
Yeah.
He's not really
I figure he's
up the middle type of. So, I'm not worried about any of that. I'm not worried about Cam Jordan. We'll run stretch plays. We're going to have George Kittle back. It's not going to be close. I feel the same way about this as I did when we faced Green Bay.
Did you see that Green Bay beating coming? You saw that, huh? I was a little concerned.
Honestly, I did. I did.
Right.
Because, the thing about it is they're the same way. They're not a lot of teams. Like, only team to me that has, like, a true down-the-field threat is probably KC. And that's with the rookie and Tariq Hill. Two guys, can literally just fly down the hill. Maybe Deshaun Jackson back in the day with Philly. But other than that, nobody really has just like fast down the field players that can get down the field really quickly. And besides, our DBs, they cover well. My only concern is this.
Right, that's true.
At this point in the season, I'm no longer about a name. So I don't care if it's Staley, I don't care if it's Sherman, whoever. On name alone, we'll give you your starting position back. But if you get in the game and you're getting cooked, you're getting yanked. Period.
Should be.
No more time for feelings. Be like, well, because I think that was Kyle's biggest mistake the first time we played Seattle. He should have replaced him, but he learned from that when we played Green Bay because School was getting beat up by Preston Smith, and he replaced him with Front School, and that changed everything. So I think at this point in the season, I'm really a little concerned about our kicker like James, the caller called before, with Gold because of the fact that Robert Gold, he's like 63% on field goals this year, which is trash, honestly. And then he's 0 for 4 or 5 on 50-plus yard field goals. The only good thing is that this year versus previous years is that we're not relying on field goals. But I really hope we don't have to get down to a situation where it's maybe a 50-yarder or something like that because even though it was tipped, it wasn't close. That ball was not close. It wasn't like it was just tipped and it got wide. No, that ball did not get anywhere near the field goal. But that stated, I think everything is coming in, like you said before, it's coming into fruition now. We get everything set. We have Kendrick Bourne, Debo, Emmanuel Sanders, George Kittle, and then from there we're going to have Matt Breida, And I would really go with Raheem Mostert.
I
Let
tell
those
you
two
what,
be the main two.
got my vote. I'm in that club. Raheem.
I like TC. He's cool and all, but at this point, it's no longer time to be cute. We need to just like NBA where they pare down the benches and everything. Like go with what we have. We have 3 receivers that's been established. Make it where Mostert and Breida are their main 1-2 thunder and lightning because they both are dogs in the middle, and they can still run and everything else.
Boy.
Coleman, cool, whatever, but no, at this point, we're on Super Bowl mission time. Look, if the Rams beat Seahawks, that's fine, but at this point, every game is a must-win for us. We're going to win out, take care of our own business, let everything fall into place. We'll have number 1 seed,
right.
host the host, everything, win the Super Bowl like I've been saying, until all those freaking haters, pundits, whatever, kiss it. Niners are back. I don't care whether you say you don't believe in us, Jimmy Jeans, the person you believe in, whatever. Guess what? Take the L, take the Super Bowl, call us Super Bowl champions, and we're the best.
Period. And measure us for them rings right now. Rick, let me see them all, Rick. All right?
Absolutely. Niner, faithful Niner for life. Oh, yeah. Quick preview, I'd say 35-10 on the score tomorrow. Niners.
All right, fam. If you change your mind, we're going to come back for the scores tomorrow anyway. So, yeah, we'll put you down for that now, though. All right. All right, Rick. Have a good night.
You do the same.
Thanks,
Bye.
Man. And big Steve.
Oh, perfect timing.
Is that right? What do you just finished your last piece of pizza, didn't you?
No, not pizza. I was having some chicken and rice. Oh man.
I tell you.
Oh,
you got gravy in there? What kind of sauce are you using? I'm sorry, say again.
Oh, man. You know what, man? I'm going to say what everybody else is saying, dude. I think that Drew Brees and the Saints are in big trouble this week.
I really do. It's almost like it is the Saints, it's Drew Brees, but the 49ers have become the legend killer. What's his name? Randy Orton? Legend killer? That's actually come up. Rodgers destroyed. I mean, I can see this. If we play Brady, dead meat. Right now, if we played Brady, ooh, dead meat. These guys are all famous guys.
Dude, we would kill. And you know what, dude? I have a lot of Patriots fans. I'm from the East Coast, so I got a lot of Patriots fans in my family. And so, I mean, I kind of feel bad saying this, but at the same time, it is what it is, man. If we face the Patriots right now, the way Tom Brady and that team is playing, we crush him.
He doesn't have any receivers. Gronk is gone. Gronk took Brady's thunder with him. Gronk is like the mighty Thor. Took his hammer and left. There's Tom there by himself.
That's the truth, man. Because you know what they're saying now is they're saying Tom Brady don't have reliable receivers down the field, blah, blah, blah. So I thought they were building up this narrative for Gronk to possibly come back. But isn't it too late for Gronk to come back now?
Gronk almost made it clear he wasn't. 3 or 4 weeks ago, they was really talking about him coming back. So I think it's too late for him to come back now, too, to be for any eligibility even. So, yeah, I think you're right. You know? But Tom is on the sidelines yelling and screaming as the receivers. That means if they got in the Super Bowl, they're not going to make it, though, Steve. We're not going to get that break. I don't know who we're going to be playing, but I got to feel his name is Action Jackson. But go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's what I was going to say. You got to think, too, man. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens, they're right up there at the top seed, man. You got to get through them first. You know, the AFC goes through them right now.
And look out for the Kansas City Chiefs. They may sneak in, but their defense won't let them. It's the Ravens, Steve. It is. They're coming in.
You know what, though? I'm so glad that we had the game we had against the Ravens. It was only a couple of bad decision-making calls on the I would say on Shanahan's part. I don't like to blame Shanahan because he is a wizard, man. He knows what he's doing out there. But there was a couple of bad calls. I wouldn't have like the throw on 4th down. I would have just ran it through. It was 1 yard. But we have what it takes to bring the Ravens down, man. I think if we saw them in the Super Bowl, I think we would have what it takes and we would take the win.
Especially with 2 weeks to prepare. Yeah.
As far as the Sunday goes, we got Breida coming back. We got Staley coming back. We got Dee Ford coming back. I don't think that Saints team is ready for what we're going to bring them. I really don't, dude. And the only thing I'm kind of leery about is Joe Staley right now because
I know, but we're all worried. Yeah.
Yeah, Yeah, and I mean, Shanahan said he did have a lot better practice this week than he did the week that they brought him back to Seattle. I hope so, and I hope he plays good, man. But then again, he was getting beat like crazy.
Like a drum?
With Clowney. I mean, we can't afford that, dude. You know, I don't think that the Saints have the team to – I don't think they have what it takes to you know, get the W against us this week, man. Either way, whether Staley plays good or not. But, you know, that's still – that could – make the game a lot closer than it should be. But, man, I think Breida's going to ball out.
I don't want to see the guys coming off the edge at 100 miles an hour, and they bang into Jimmy G 275, 280, and people be crying, why did he hold on to the ball? I always want to ask, you ever been hit by a dude weighing 275 pounds at that speed? Blank, nobody touched him. You go give up the ball, you're everything else. It just comes out that way. But Jimmy's got to, he's got to turn into a ball, and but they got to block. Keep them dudes off him, especially not at full speed. God.
Yeah, but you know what, man? I'm not worried. Even if Jimmy is under pressure, he knows how to get that ball out. And did you see this week? He's in the top 10 finally.
I know, right?
Top 10 for QB ratings.
Hey.
So he's making his way up the ladder, dude. He's doing exceptional. I think Jimmy, there's nothing to worry about with him, and he's not throwing interceptions. Last couple games, he hasn't thrown any picks. Those were two great teams we went against, Green Bay and Baltimore. So I think Jimmy's just going to keep getting better. I think that run game is going to blow him out Sunday. The Saints, I don't think they're ready for that run game. I think Breida's going to really put the numbers up this Sunday.
Because you know he can't wait
That's
to
what
play.
I think. I think he's going to be and Marcel Harris, man. I'm really excited about Marcel Harris. I don't just
really? Do you like him?
Go down, but
you like him better than Kwasky?
I don't know if I like him better, but I'm excited to see what he can do because of that explosive play when he came out against the Ravens and he stripped the ball from Lamar Jackson.
Kwasky, they both got that in their resume this year, though. Remember, also with DK Metcalf was still looking for the ball. Kwasky just came and took the ball away from him. They must teach that in practice. How come these guys do that? That's amazing.
That whole team is stacked, Ronbo. It doesn't matter. Somebody goes down, they got that next man up mentality, and that team is ready. The backups are ready. These guys they're hungry. They're chomping at the bit. They can't wait to get in there. Mm-hmm. You can see that the way that everybody plays: defense, offense, special teams. I'm telling you, man, this could be a blowout. This could be a blowout Sunday.
I tell you, we got to wait though. Steve, I tell you what, man, I'm gonna come back tomorrow for your score. You go ahead and finish that dinner, and I'll look for you tomorrow night.
For sure, Ronbo.
All right, fam.
All right, I'm going to head out, man. Ronbo, thank you for everything you do, brother. Niner Empire. We're going to get them. We're going to eat
Thanks,
Sunday.
Steve.
For sure.
I agree.
All right, Ronbo. Have a good night, fam.
You too. Night, Steve. Yeah. And, just shot. That's a long time. Thanks for that contribution, fam. He says, what's up? The Gold Rush defense is going to shut down the Saints offense. And if you watch any games of the Saints' last couple of games, they just don't look awesome. Not like they used to. Here's Owen Sullivan. I'm starting to like Owen Sullivan. He says, at Malcolm Butler, no, I don't. I respect him. Who's he talking about? Anyway, Owen, thanks for the contribution, Owen. Pray for Owen. This week they do have a problem. The Rams look a little different last week. It's like they're getting tired of embarrassing themselves. Hey, K Hendricks, come on in, fam.
What's good, man? You know I'm lit, man.
K, you need to be, man. I'm telling you. And I recommend, K, if you get a chance and can watch some replays, watch the Falcons versus the Saints. And also,
I was watching the game, man.
Watch the Panthers,
eating my macaroni and cheese, watching that whole game, man. Ronbo, didn't I tell you some weeks ago?
Yeah.
The Saints, man, they're struggling. Well, they're not struggling, but they're struggling on some keys of the defense and offense, man. I told you that, Ronbo.
They don't.
I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah.
Like the last caller's been saying, man, them boys in trouble, man. I keep trying to tell people.
I agree.
Nobody want to listen, so.
Because we're scared of name recognition. You know, when we played Rodgers, as soon as I heard the name Rodgers, like, uh-oh. And I heard the name Breeze, uh-oh. You know what? We don't need to, uh-oh. Well, you know, okay, this is our last week of being scared of people, right? Because, like, this is the first year we were tough. All of a sudden, we don't even realize how good we are. See, by next year, we would say, shh, man, bring that stuff on in here, man. Y'all better bring some help with you, too. You'll be talking all kind of stuff next year.
I was reading up today, man. We just got Exum back, my boy Breida back, and then I was watching TV earlier. Man, that Saints offensive line is banged up, man.
Ooh, that's not
it's
a
banged
good
up.
thing.
I mean, it's just gonna be a Green Bay part 2, man.
It's
gonna be a Green Bay part 2, man. That's all it is to it. That's all it is to it.
They're gonna try to run. They gotta run because otherwise it's
You
suicide.
can't feed Thomas all the time. We have Sherman. The same size as Michael Thomas is. We have him on the right side of the field, man.
Yeah.
Jimmy Ward is gonna be in the middle. I mean, this game is gonna get ugly, man. All Jimmy has to do is put points on the board, like he do all the time.
We always do. And look for
he's currently ranked 10th in the league right now. So
yeah, no, I heard about that. I saw that. I laughed. I support Jimmy. He had to work his way to 10. And also, Akello what is this? Akello's third game back?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I seen him mess up a time or two last week.
Yeah, Spoon needs to get together, man.
He should be ready this week. I think it just took him a little while to get back in sync.
I think everybody's locked and loaded, Ronbo, at this point, man. Like my man said, we got 6 more games left. I'm not really worried about some of these games. I'm mainly worried about week 17, man. I'm honestly getting. I've been arguing with Seahawks fans all week, man. They really don't understand football. Me and you both know this, Ronbo.
They're confused. It's just like
they don't understand football, man.
Was it just called in a little while ago? Same thing, Daniel. They see things that are happening now. They don't pay attention to any weeks before or anything like that. Look at stats, numbers. All they know is we're winning. You guys escaping is the Western word you want to use.
They getting by, Ronbo. I've even sat down in this living room and watched analysts say they're getting by with a lot of stuff. But I'm not really worried about it, man, because week 17, everybody should be healthy, locked and loaded. So that's just, you know what I'm saying. I'm not really pressed about it, man. My boy Jimmy gonna go off this Sunday. Yeah. My Breida gonna get over 100 yards. I got us winning 29-17.
Ooh.
Just like that,
that's a magic
man.
number. We never let people get over
like
20
that.
points, except for 1 or 2 times this year. Yeah.
So I read something else too. The Saints having locker room problems right now too, man.
What? Really?
But nobody's talking about it.
Tell me more.
I didn't really. I was actually reading it while the podcast was still going on. So like I was just skimming through it. It's just something going on. I don't know. I was reading it on Forbes. I actually forgot what happened. But I just know, man, the Saints are banged up, man, and the hype needs to stop. As far as them playing us, the hype needs to stop, man, because they know we have an elite defense. I don't know why they're still being hyped up, knowing we have a Nick Bosa, knowing we have an Eric Armstead, knowing we have a Buck.
Reputation.
It's just the disrespect at this point is just ridiculous, man.
They've been to the playoffs.
And
is this
Jerry
3 straight
Jones?
Years?
Jerry Jones is he pissed now? He better hope.
He's going to hire Sean. Sean Payton will be in Dallas next year. Boy, I enjoyed that game so much yesterday. I bet there was really yelling and screaming in the Dallas Cowboys locker room after that game.
Oh yeah. They were. I've actually I was watching them and it was like they heard screams outside the locker room and everything. Like that whole Cowboys team is just out of control, man. And the reason why I keep telling y'all don't take these analysts seriously, because most of them are Cowboys fans. I always have to repeat myself with this. Majority of these analysts are Cowboys fans. Don't know what they don't know what they're. All they do is go to the IBM machine every day, pull up the numbers, and sit there and talk about it. These analysts do not watch these football games, y'all. Stop stressing over it.
Tell you, let me see you tomorrow, fam. And see if anything develops between now and then, because that's why I waited till the last minute. So I'm going to talk today, but I got to see tomorrow too. All right, Kay. Appreciate you, fam.
29-17, baby.
29-17, putting K's out for 29-17. All right, Kay. You have a good night, fam.
Too, man.
Thanks. Is that Owen Sullivan again? Owen says, last game Breeze got rid of the. Hold on a second. He says, last game Breeze got rid of the ball in less than 2 seconds. Every pass play, he'll be faster for your team. Hey, Owen, for your sake and entertainment's sake, I hope a receiver's open. I mean, you can get rid of the ball, but somebody better be available. Or I'd actually appreciate it if you get rid of the ball faster. That means we can get a pick six a little sooner. Oh, God. Thanks for that contribution, Owen. Hey, Jay.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Jay, I'm just sitting there wondering if Drew Brees is going to get rid of the ball faster than in NFL history. I wonder how fast we could score points. If he ain't got nobody open, is he still going to throw the ball that fast?
Nah, it ain't gonna happen. But can I get that Stallman real fast?
Yeah, Jay, you got to get off the speakerphone. No, can I get you on the receiver? You sound like you're in a canyon.
Oh, I am. I'm driving a big rig right now, but can I get a quick installment?
Oh yeah, I don't want, hey, keep okay. You be on the speakerphone. I don't want you driving. Yeah. And now it's a end of the week. Let me holler at you, Jay. Holler at him. Let him have it.
All right. First of all, my first installment go to the faithful and you, Rambo. It's in our name. We the faithful. So stop talking this wild card. We not a wild card team. We control our own destiny. You know what I mean? We're going to win these last 4 games, and we're going to get that first round back. Can't nobody mess with us. And on top of that, it's not 6 games left. It's 7. We got 4 regular season, 2 playoffs, and a Super Bowl. That's 7 games. And then on top of that, Kyle is using Marquise Goodwin and Dante Pettis wrong. You know what I mean? They can't run short routes. We got other receivers there. These last 3 years with Marquise, when we was losing, Kyle was taking shots down the field, left and right with Marquise. Now we winning. He can't throw one pass 20 yards. He ain't calling no pass plays 20 yards. And Staley need to retire. It's over. It's over. He just need to retire. He ain't what he used to be. Too slow, and he can't block nobody. You know, he good against average DNs, but it's time for him to, you know, I love Staley, but, you know, sometimes, you know, age catch up with you. It's just, you know, it's time to go.
Especially in this game. Yeah, you can't be slowing around.
Yeah, and Kyle Shanahan can't be scared to take him out of the game because he a vet.
He won't.
And, you know,
not at this point in the year. Yeah. He's got Brusco on standby.
Oh, yeah. Brusco, hey, he's doing a hell of a job. You know, he ain't the best, but he's doing a hell of a job out there. I give it to him.
He's serviceable. And that's all you need because, like, the offense is going to be running anyway. And what we do is we run and we run and we run. I mean, they're going to run this week, too. Jay, did you watch that game the last time? Devontae Freeman was just having a good time. I said, why do you keep throwing? Matty don't need to keep throwing the ball. You guys are having great success on the ground. Why don't you run? Do you know what Matty and Heem will do to that kind of Jimmy may get the day off again tomorrow.
Oh yeah, but no, we still gonna pass it. They secondary ain't like they say, Eli Apple and Pat Williams, they can't cover nobody,
favorite dude.
Man.
Eli Apple. Boy.
Some garbage. and everybody don't stop sleeping on Tevin Coleman. Come on. When he played against Carolina, Tevin Coleman was the next best running back out there.
And you know, Tevin knows the Saints.
It's a committee. You know what I mean? Everybody got their date.
Jay, you know what?
We got to keep all 3 of them going.
Jay, you just hit upon something. If anybody knows Nollins, it's Tevin. This is his conference. He's played against some dudes for how many years? It is going to be a TC day tomorrow. I mean, Sunday. It is.
I mean, I think it's going to be all 3 of them. You know, they should average
but especially TC.
30 curries a game, 36 curries a game. That's about 12 curries apiece.
I like it. I like it a lot.
we definitely got the offensive weapons. But, you know, I just would like Marquise, you know, give him 1 or 2 shots down the field, Kyle. Stop. See, now that we win it, I think Kyle, he's trying to play smart. He's not taking more chances like he
Keep that book open. Yes. Keep gunslinging, Kyle. Don't get conservative on us. Yeah, you're right. You are so right, Jay. Don't Stop being Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah, be who made you the offensive coordinator that you are. You know what I mean? And Marquise ain't nothing wrong with him. He just ain't going across the middle. Him or Pettis. They ain't no 5-10 yard out dudes. They do post corners and goals. So you gotta use your what you got for what they're good for.
The crazy thing is George go deep downfield for you too. But that's not what he should be doing. He should be kept back there to block and do some other things because he does it so well. I don't know.
George great going down the field, but I'm just saying, you know, over the last 3 years, before we got all these other receivers, and before we start winning, he was taking at least 1-2 shots down the field with good one every game. I mean, just, you know, throw two plays out there and send them deep.
Jay, you had to love that shot down to Debo. See, Debo's the guy who went downfield. You know why I like Debo going deep downfield? Because whoever's down there is going to get a whooping. Debo did Marcus Peters like, I mean, you remember when you was in the 6th grade and you seen a 3rd grader? You just beat his little butt just for being in the 3rd grade? That's what Debo did. Marcus, get out the way, boy. And went up and got that ball. Man.
Yeah, you right. He said, that's my ball, punk.
Yeah. Debo's tough. Wait till he gets. Wait another year from now. Oh man, Pierre Garcon, Anquan Bolden, they're gonna be saying that's my kind of ball player right there.
Oh yeah, but he a little faster than they was.
I know, but he's every bit as tough. That's what I like. Boy, Debo. And that's a rookie doing that. Wait till he gets. Ooh, we got something.
Yeah, that's one of their best draft picks right there.
Yeah, family. Hey, we gonna go, fam. Let me see tomorrow night if you get a chance. You riding on? Are you driving?
Oh yeah, I'm driving on 70 right now, going up to Pennsylvania.
All right, well, tell you what. Look for you tomorrow. Is that the horn? I love it. All right, fam. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right. So I got one more horn.
That's a driver you gotta love. All right, fam.
All right, Ronbo. Have a blessed night. Not a baby.
Too. Thanks, fam. All right, no more wild card talk. And also say. Owen Sullivan's still trying. Hey, you know what? It's a good question, though. That dude, Hill, who's on the phone now? Hey, Phil?
Yes.
Phil, you know, Owen, our resident Hawks fan, he brings up one good point here about Taysom Hill. You know, if they try to wildcat us, are we ready for that? Well, you know what? As soon as Hill comes in, you're going to know exactly what to do.
Here's the problem that the Saints have. When Hill's in the game, you know what's coming.
You just know.
When Lamar Jackson's in the game, you don't know.
Do not. Yeah.
That's the difference. All right?
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Drew Brees is in the game, you know what's coming.
All right. Oh, and try something else. Phil just figured that one out real quick, as pretty much I did, too. I just wanted to humor you. Go ahead, Phil.
All right, man. So, Here. Where do I start? Joe Staley. Yeah. All right? Joe Staley broke his finger on the second play of the game.
Oh, that early. And he wouldn't say anything, though.
And Clowney, he could not grab him. You know, tackles, they like to grab inside the pads, and they don't get called for holding. If you can't grab with one hand, you're screwed.
Yeah. Especially with Clowney.
All right, guys. Joe Staley last year was top 5 tackle in Pro Football Focus.
That's true. He played at extremely high level.
Off the mat in 1 year, unless he's injured. And that's the problem. So, you know, Joe Staley is better than School, better than Brumskill.
Yeah, well, yeah.
By far.
No. When he's healthy, they're not even in his ballpark. Right.
Exactly. Guys, get off his case. Let him play.
Yeah.
Now, as far as the 49ers are concerned, I think IB, if he can run with Trevor Coleman, with the fast track, the problem that we've had with both, well, not so much fast, but with the Ravens and even with Washington, we didn't have a fast track. It was a slop game. So that took away our team speed. In New Orleans, it's indoors. We're going to be running on a fast track. We got so much more speed than New Orleans. I just don't see them taking on our speed and matching it. I just don't.
I don't either, especially from the defensive side of the ball. How are they going to stop that rush? And you know something else, Phil? Watch Jimmy G have his best game of the year. No elements, nothing but, this is going to be very interesting. Watch this. I'm looking for a 300-yard plus game plus a lot of yards.
If we don't turn the ball over, it's a blowout.
Yeah. He's getting better with that.
That's my thoughts.
Yeah. You're right.
Because no way Drew Brees can pass against our defensive line with both their tackles out. Okay? We've got injuries. Yeah, we got Jacarcy. Big deal. They've got both their starting tackles out.
That's too bad.
I mean, Dee Ford's coming back healthy with Bosa, fast track.
Oh, the thought of that is kind of scintillating, isn't it? Who
is?
Man.
This would be the best conditions. I don't think the Saints beat us. I really don't.
I can't imagine it. I didn't
really
anyway.
Don't. And it's all going to come down to that Seattle game up at Seattle. And that's where it's all going to come down to.
I hope so, actually. I really do. If all we got to do is beat them for them putting them at the 5 seed, what a glorious opportunity. And
absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. And by the way, I love the Cowboys losing Thursday night. That was a highlight so far.
I just wish they would have put the camera in the booth more often. I love Jerry Jones when he's losing. He just really goes. It takes it hard.
I hope he pops a blood vessel.
That face.
There's nobody I hate more than the Cowboys.
It's Jerry.
Mainly because my daughter has turned into a Cowboy fan.
Oh.
And because of her husband.
He's a Cowboys fan? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
The Cowboys trained down in Ventura, so they got little fans down there. But
yeah, every summer. That's fine. The Cowboys are in
there's
trouble.
always one in the family, all right? So
I know. I've got relatives in the Texas area, and I have to hear from them on occasion. It's
but not this year.
Yeah, that's fine.
Not this year.
Yeah,
and not going forward.
Yeah.
That's the way it is.
And if we can't be the wild
I'm looking forward
card
to this game. I think our team speed is going to outmatch the Saints. They just have never. We've got a lot of speed on this team, especially at running back.
They built it that way on purpose, Bill. Phil, go ahead and hold that thought. We're gonna be back tomorrow night and get your score and some of your other thoughts.
I do think that Quan Alexander, if he was healthy, we would have beat the Ravens.
Yeah. Yes. There was some experience involved in some of those. You know what?
Experience and speed.
Yeah.
And so we built our team around stopping these quarterbacks, and a couple guys got out, and it just crushed us.
Ends up taking. All right, Phil. I'm gonna look for you tomorrow, and
we'll talk
see
to you
what else
tomorrow.
develops. All right. Have a good night, Phil.
All right, later.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. And one of the original founding members of TNT. Here's Trey from VA.
Finally, and I do mean finally. Brother Ronbo, how you doing, sir?
Oh, Trey, we got 2 losses on the year. This has been so good.
It's been a while, yeah. It's been a lot going on. It's been a lot of hate from the media. Shout out to my TNT family, Ronbo. Shout out to you.
Thanks, man.
Production, what you do. It's been a lot of hate from the media. Here's the thing that's going to happen, Ronbo. Drew Brees got sacked 6 times against the Falcons.
Was it that many?
Team.
Ooh.
Went in their house,
Ooh.
roughed them up, smacked them around, put them down, and told them what time it is. They don't have 1/5 of the talent that is on this defensive line.
Mm-hmm.
I can't name a guy that could start on their defensive line for us. I can't name one. What's gonna happen is what always happens, is that we're gonna make Drew Brees look like the 41-year-old quarterback that he is. It's gonna be a lot of short passes. It's gonna be a lot of throwaways. I feel disrespected. And you know why we're getting disrespected, Ronbo?
I really don't. Help me with that. I don't get it. What do we have to do to get a little respect?
Okay. Well, here's the thing. The reason why we're not getting the respect is because it's the first year doing it, Ronbo.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's first year doing it. And you know who else ruined it for us? The Rams, because they're going out here and they're stinking it up after going to the Super Bowl. And they're, okay, they go to NFC West. Always got a team going up and down. Nah, that's not us.
Yeah.
That's not us. We've been building this for a little bit. But listen, Ronbo, we've got to start Raheem Mostert. I don't want to play around anymore. I don't want to play around anymore. So, because I've got an installment. Somebody said something. My partner said something, and I don't agree with it. This is rare TNT on TNT Beef, but
about TC.
I need an installment, please.
And now, it's a weekend time for Let Me Holler at You. Tree's all yours.
Ronbo, I think his name is Tico, but to me it's Tiptoe Coleman. Because what you've been doing around that line of scrimmage lately has been a lot of shuffling, a lot of 2 and 3 yard gains, no 1 yard gains. Meanwhile, Raheem Mostert leads us
average
in yards per carry. Yep. In yards per carry. Oh, excuse me. When I say us, I mean everybody that watches football. He leads the NFL at 5.84 in yards per carry.
I did not know that, though.
5.8. He leads the NFL, Ronbo. Now, it's time. On that track, on that dome turf, on that speed, because Breida, I love Breida, but, as soon as somebody falls on his legs when he's in a pile after a 5-yard gain.
Gets up limping.
He's going to need a blow. I think we need to motivate Tevin Coleman. Why don't you come off the bench, Tevin? You're going to be number 2 today. Maybe you'll get in there and start making some plays and you become the hot hand. How does that sound, Ronbo?
It sounds right. Because Tevin disappoints me a few times this year. But we'll see.
The guy is a player, Ronbo. And this is the thing. I don't care if there's 11 or 12 or 13 or 14 guys in the box. 4th and 1, if we're going to go to the Super Bowl, if we're going to be who we say we are, if we're going to win what we say we want to win, you got to get 1 yard.
Please.
Don't give me that everybody who's at the line of scrimmage stuff. Yeah. Are we scared? Are we scared? People are saying, well, it's not a good play. I've seen us get a yard before.
Yeah.
I've seen us get a yard. Stuff me. If you stuff me on the run game on 4th and 1, I tip my hat to you. But if we get cute, you know what getting cute is, Ronbo? Getting cute is running George Kittle on a sweep.
I know. Oh, Kyle.
That's getting cute. Oh, you remember
Trey
that?
reminded me of that.
That's getting cute. That's getting real cute. Oh, Kyle.
I need to holler at you, bruh. The clock management, the lackadaisical, laissez-faire first half, the terrible time management in the second half,
and running the clock
not
out.
running the ball more when we're gashing them. This is what you do. Your daddy ran the ball down people's throat. Mike Shanahan would give you Terrell Davis until you were dead.
In a heartbeat.
35, 45 carries. TD would have to be carried off the field. But Kyle, former receiver, Super Bowl, remember, against the Patriots, all I'm saying is he's got to run the ball, and we will beat the Saints.
There you go. And he's got to throw the ball to TC sometime. Kyle, that's what he does. Anyway, Trey.
We got this, though. I know we got to go. We got this, Ronbo. It is over. I'm not going to give you the score, but let me just say this, Ronbo. Drew Brees is going down in a heap, and he's going down quick.
and frequently.
Shout out to the TNT fam. Shout out to everybody. Appreciate you. And what everybody else does. We'll talk again.
All right, man. Appreciate you. Trey, always love it when you get in here. Talk to you later.
Brother, appreciate you.
Thanks,
Take
Trey.
care.
You too. Trey always makes those points that you forgot about or you weren't thinking about. And he's right about the 49ers being new to this thing called fame. So nobody believes it. Did you see Chris Dickerson? What's that, Undisputed? They even said it. I want to see anybody but the 49ers win. I'm looking in horror. Why? Why don't you guys are supposed to be unbiased. Just make the call. Don't go with the team you like. Jesus. Warren, come on in here, fam.
What's that, Ronbo?
Warren, man, Warren, I just realized, Warren, where you're at. Warren, you're hearing it, ain't you? Well, here they come to your part of town. And Saints fans got to be wearing Warren out.
Yeah.
Warren, what's up?
I'm gonna be at the game.
All right.
I think the key to the game gonna be we want do a little round of lights, toughen them up a little bit. They ain't gonna be over with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If they ain't got no tackles, I don't know what they plan on doing. Maybe they're going to start Breeze. This is kind of dangerous for him. Maybe they're going to start somebody else. That wasn't Hill or somebody. It's really dangerous. They were coming in up him. He can't move. 49ers have been coming in like lightning. But I could see him now take the helmet off and just come in. Whoa! Man.
Yeah, they're going to be able to put a little pressure on him.
Put
some pressure on him. We'll be on his back. My first saying is the quarterback ain't throwing his back, you know.
He ain't that big, Warren. I worry about him. What does Drew Brees weigh? Does he weigh $190? The man ain't got no size on him. Whew. Man.
I just know he can't throw no over them trees. We got. They coming up as a metaphor.
Warren, they got to have a plan. You know, Warren, if they don't have a plan, this could be suicide.
They'll probably do some quick screens or some draws or something like that.
It's kind of scary.
To offset our defense.
Got to do something.
I know. I think they're gonna probably do some screens and some draws, some quick. Trying to loosen up the defense.
Yeah.
Loosen up our defense.
Breeze got to take 20-step dropbacks. Because, I mean, man, God, it's, wow. Okay. It's going to be interesting because Sean Payton Payton is pretty smart, though. He must have something planned. That's what I'm worried about. What is he going to do? Because like you're saying and everybody else is saying, this is not a match.
Well, we can't be too overconfident, but
right.
You just gotta take the fight to them. That's all we gotta do.
Yeah. We'll find out in the first quarter if they got a plan. Otherwise, Warren, this could be a bloodbath. Ain't gonna be nobody open downfield.
Drew Brees don't throw the ball all the way downfield like he used to.
Yeah, and unless it's right in front of the linebackers, there's nothing downfield, midfield, anything else. They got one dude.
He's gonna make the thing.
Yeah.
They got
Alvin
old Ted getting Jr.
Yeah, Kamara and Thomas. Who else?
I said they got the old Ted getting Jr.
He ain't, unless he's going to start running shorter routes, Ted, man. Jimmy probably be waving him. Ted, take it easy, man. I'm going to take care of here. You go ahead. Because he's not going to have time to get downfield that deep. We'll see. And he doesn't, like you say, he's not throwing the ball that well.
Somebody gonna be though.
Yeah. Well, we can't get too overconfident, but what they gonna do? All right, we'll see. Anyway, Warren, tell you what, fam, you enjoy that game tomorrow. This is gonna be funny, I think.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. Anyway, fam, Warren, go ahead.
I'm just saying, can't look too deep. If you do look too deep, both gonna be right in his lap.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Or Dee Ford.
Yes. I gotta.
Anyway,
Warren, we gotta go, fam. I'm looking for you tomorrow. If you got time before the game, we got the big game rally. All right.
All right.
All right,
shout out to everybody, the 49 fam, everybody like that. Thank you, Ronbo, for the platform.
Hey, appreciate the mornings. My pleasure. All right, fam.
49 Empire.
And there's Warren sitting right there in Louisiana. He's waiting on him coming on into town. Get on out there and see with the red and gold on. Saints fans looking at him like, hey, why is this? Why you ain't right? Sharon.
Hello, Ronbo. How are you this evening?
I'm doing fine. I'm feeling more confident than I should. I'm making me worry about me. You know?
So that's the Ronbo I'm talking about.
Well, yeah. I just don't want to get my feelings hurt. You know what I'm saying? I'm figuring this is.
I hear you.
God, I don't know what they're going to do to stop the 49ers.
And by the way, Drew Brees is 209 pounds.
Is he 209? Okay, he's a little bigger than I thought he was. All right. That's good.
Yeah,
he's going to need
209.
that. Yeah.
And they do have a lot of people on the IR list, so I think we're going to run over him all day long.
Oh. Whew, man. And after we lose games, we really like to play hard.
They're going to be nobody. But it is time to rise up and buckle down and let's win the rest of these games and get ready for the playoffs. I do agree with that.
Sharon, you know that's going to be the case, too. You know, Sharon, I kind of wish we could play the Cowboys in the first round no matter what.
You know, I would just speak of that, too, because I saw that game last night. I didn't want to say that because, you know, I got fans up there.
Wasn't that funny?
I was hoping to play them in the playoffs, too. Oh, my gosh, I could shut my brothers up.
Oh, that's going to shut a whole... Everybody's got Cowboys in their family somewhere if you have any size of family at all, right? But that's just... God, they look bad. They looked awful.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I was all over the place. Like, they were... I read on the internet, like, at practice, they were all at each other on practice. I was like, what the heck? They were at each other. I was like... They're falling apart. They need a whole new coach.
Yeah. But the best part is,
a whole new staff, a whole new coach. They need to get rid of everybody and start over.
Sharon, there's no coach that comes until Jerry Jones stops being involved. Hire a general manager. Let the coach coach.
He ain't gonna do that.
And that's why this is gonna get worse. You know, Jones is a fool. Ever since Jimmy Johnson left.
What are you talking about?
That was it. He never should have got rid of Jimmy Johnson.
They had one of their, I forgot what he was, but his name was Antoine, and he got arrested for some marijuana, so they're falling apart.
I know. Them Jerry Jones picks. He stocks that team with personnel. Yeah. Go ahead, Jerry. Keep doing it. Dumb. Why? Yeah, that's all right.
I mean, the Bears ran all over them last night. I was like laughing my ass off, like the Bears.
Yeah. Even Trubisky looked like an all-star. Yeah.
He did. I was like, look at that quarterback go.
Well, Sharon, we're gonna have more laughs too because somebody's got to pay Dak Prescott. I don't know if it's gonna be Jerry or not.
I think this weekend, I'm still gonna call it. It's gonna be a shutout game.
Yeah. Hey, Sharon did this last time. She came close against the Pack. Oh.
A shutout game. I'm calling it right now.
Well, how much are we going to be able to score pretty frequently?
Yep, because that whole offensive line with Drew, who's going to protect them? There's nobody to protect. They're all injured.
Well, we should feel sorry for them, but they're the famous they're the famous Packers.
Our boys are hungry after that loss we lost last week, but this is a whole new week. They're hungry. They're going to go after Drew Brees.
And Sherelle, think about it. We went from rain and slush and a bullet coming at us all day long. We're going to drive fast track with a stationary quarterback.
Yeah. And Peyton did say, I was reading on the internet, he did say that Jimmy G is clearly a winner. That came out of his mouth. I was like, what?
No, they always talk. You rarely hear a coach say something bad about another team's members. So. But Jimmy is getting better. No. And Sharon, people need to allow Jimmy to get. He missed an entire season, okay? People think Jimmy G, he ain't this and he ain't that.
He was hurt the whole year. He just barely came back this year, and he's going to get better next year. He's a Tom Brady Jr. He's learning as he goes along. He knows what he's doing. He's following Carl's little method or whatever. But everybody needs to put right in Jimmy G. They need to leave Staley alone. Let him play.
Let him
because he's going to play regardless. And quit writing everybody that makes mistakes. I mean, they're a team. I mean, come on now, people.
Sharon, let him talk. Let him talk. This is what we have. I'm taking receipts. I know who's talking, and I can't wait to talk to him next year. It takes a year to get Kyle Shanahan's system down, and when you come off an ACL after being out a year, it's even harder. Jimmy G's tough as nails. I love it. Hey, Sharon, we gotta go though. Hey, see you tomorrow. And you can hold on to your score. I'll be looking for you. You too.
All righty, I will. I'll be back tomorrow night.
Be looking for you. Night, Sharon.
All right, go Miners. All right, bye.
Yes. Okay, Owen Sullivan still in the house. Hi, Owen. We have our token Hawks fan. Hey, Kevin.
Ronbo.
Kevin.
How's it going, Ronbo?
Kevin, I'm actually trying to calm. Kevin, say something to make me stop being overly confident. When I think about this, I don't see how in the world this is going to even be a contest. Am I out of line with this line of thinking? What's going to happen? What do you think?
No, Ronbo, you're exactly right. I think, I said on Monday Night Raw that I think the score is going to be 41-9. I'm going to stick to that. People have highlighted, they've got injuries all over the board, and we've got guys coming back.
Oh, Kevin, are you on the speakerphone? Because we're getting you a distant sound.
No, I'm not on that.
Well,
I'm not on speaker.
Whatever you just did improved everything. All right, go ahead, continue. I want to hear this.
How about that? Is that better?
A lot better.
Okay. I was just saying that they've got injuries, on both sides of the ball, and we're getting people back.
Yeah.
I really think the only option Drew Brees is going to have, without getting killed, is throwing, little slants or bubble screens, or he's not going to have time to throw. And you know what that does? That lets our corners keep our eyes in the backfield. And, with these screen passes, I don't see Michael Thomas getting more than 5 or 6 receptions. I think Sherm And I hope, honestly, I think Emmanuel Mosley would probably be a better matchup, even though Witherspoon's got a bigger body. I honestly think Mosley's been playing better this season.
Yeah, I know. I'm a Mosley fan too. Hey, boy, he's really quick on the ball.
We're going to shut them down, Ronbo. They don't. The only good. They have two good offensive players on their offense, and it's Michael Thomas and it's Alvin Kamara. The only problem we might have with Kamara is he's tough to tackle.
He's not having an Alvin Kamara year, though. Have you noticed that?
Yeah. But I've got confidence. I've got confidence in our defense, Ronbo. It's a championship defense. So I think the game is gonna be close early. I think that New Orleans is gonna try to come out and run a bunch of gadget plays with Taysom Hill. I mean, he's thrown a touchdown. He's caught a touchdown.
I know. Did he throw that ball that he caught? I mean, Taysom Hill kills me. I watch him do the things he does. It's kind of amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you. I think it's gonna kind of be like the start. Remember the Browns game? They came out with that OBJ pass. I think it's gonna. They're gonna have.
It worked.
Yeah. So I mean, I think the game's gonna be early. Maybe 7 to 10, maybe 7-3, 10-7 at the end of the first quarter. Maybe but I think once the game goes on, I think we're gonna wear them out. I mean, Drew Brees is 6 foot. Maybe, and we've got Defoe and Armstead at 6'7".
He weighs 209.
Bosa's 6'4", and Dee Ford, I think he's 6'2" or 3. So he's gonna have problems, Ronbo.
He doesn't fumble much though, does he? Brees is pretty good at taking those high magnitude hits, and he still holds on to the ball though, doesn't he?
Yeah, Ronbo. The only way this game is going to stay close is if the referees keep him in the game.
And they might want to do that. Oh, no, maybe not.
That's
you know
the
what?
only way.
Primetime games are the ones the referees really try to manipulate. You notice that? Regular games usually call kind of fair.
Yeah. Well, Ronbo, I mean, I know somebody mentioned that hit that Ahmad Brooks put on Drew Brees. I watched that game. I watched every snap of that game. That was definitely no roughing the passer, Ronbo. So, and if you remember, we lost that game. And that season, we had to go up to Seattle and play them in the NFC Championship game.
Yeah.
That one call.
Mm-hmm.
So, anything can happen, Ronbo. Anything can happen.
I know. But I don't see the 49ers losing 2 games in a row this year. I don't care who's on the other side.
No.
So that's why.
No, I don't think we lose either. I don't think we lose either.
And Jimmy always comes back from, if he has a so-so game, he always comes back straight money the second time. So this could be one of his best
Last thing
performances.
I'm going to say, Ronbo, I know you got callers. Start Breida, bring Mostert in, have Tevin Coleman be third down running back. Sometimes we like to go empty set. And I honestly think we should send the house this week on the defense. I think we should dial up some blitzes and end the game early, Ronbo. I want to be sitting drinking a beer at halftime, just waiting for the next week and hopefully watching the Seahawks lose. That's what I want.
I know if the Rams beat the Seahawks, and it's so possible. I'm tired of the Seahawks sliding through, escaping in the fourth quarter. And
it's ridiculous.
You know what?
It's ridiculous.
It's
not going to last.
You're not dominating. You're just escaping. God. Anyway. All right.
But thanks, Ronbo. Have a great evening. And go Niners. And I'll be watching on Sunday.
All right. Talk to you later, Kevin.
All right.
Have a great night.
Ronbo.
See, I tell you, the Hawks, every time I talk about it, I get mad, man. They got away again by a couple of bad calls. You know damn well I was passing it. Emilio.
What's happening?
Emilio, it's game time, and there was years gone by, I was sitting up lying about thinking it was going to win, and now I'm sitting there overconfident. I'm trying to understand, how in the world can this team beat the 49ers? But it is of course possible any given Sunday. I mean, look at the Hawks. Every weekend is another given Sunday for them. They ain't for so anything could go wrong. But I don't see it.
No, no. It's a possibility. Anybody can win the game. It doesn't matter who. I said we should have beat the Ravens, but hey, they got their win. It's okay.
Yeah,
like I said already last week, we lost 2 games and it's only by 3 points. Not like
I know, right?
like how the Ravens are whipping everybody and the Seahawks getting their way. No, we're just losing. If we lose by 3 points, which is
never get manhandled. We're in every game. If you beat us, you had to beat us in the fourth quarter, closing seconds, or overtime. That's where it's been. And that's where it's going to continue to be, most likely. 49ers are tough.
No, we could, everybody could see it, Like I said, finally, what's the name? One of my buddies that be on here, Davon, sent me a video. Stephen A. finally changed his mind. 49ers are a team. I said, really? I said, dude, you need to stop listening to him.
There's a lot of us that have a problem with.
So you tell him it took him 14 weeks to say we're a good team? I said, come on now.
I'm surprised he ever did.
What was it? The Ravens. The Ravens been blowing everybody out, but when it came to the 49ers, only 20 points. He's like, man, 49ers would have not just. I think the 49ers would have won. I said, really, dude? All of a sudden, I said, go somewhere with that. I don't even want to hear that.
I tell you, man, is it, and they're not the only ones. There's those shows you see on the sporting networks. They be sitting there just hoping the 49ers, somebody could beat them. NFL Network got cheerleaders over there talking about, they're going to scum it. Especially, boy, that fool that used to play with both the Raiders and Green Bay. Boy, I said, look at him. He was talking smack the other day.
What's his name? You watch the NFL Network. What's his name too? Michael Robinson.
Yeah.
He started off with him. He's like he kind of somewhat started changing his mind, but he keeps going on Seattle. I said, really, dude?
Yeah.
I hear him go one way with Seattle, and he says, but the 49ers are a great team all of a sudden. I said, nobody can ever make up their mind, which is good. I could care less anymore.
Yeah.
At the beginning, it used to annoy me. Now it's like, dude, it's whatever. It don't even bug me no more. It don't even irritate me. Just, dude, you guys are just hating. You don't want to see the 49ers win, so it's just whatever.
But see, their job.
And I see it not just with analysts. I see it with other fans, too. You guys ain't going to do nothing. Oh, my God. You not realize we actually are the best team in the NFL. Like, why is that so hard for you guys to understand that? I just don't see it.
It's like Trey said. It's our first year.
But it's our first year. Whatever, man. I'm tired of convincing people trying to tell people. I just tell people, man, one game at a time. I'm not even saying Super Bowl. People go, y'all think y'all going to the Super Bowl? I'm like, dude, I'm taking it one game at a time. I don't even care about the Super Bowl first. I want to get in the playoffs.
Right.
And once we get in, we're going to whoop whoever we play their ass. Part of me, if we do get that a 5th-round spot, I really wanted to be the Cowboys. So we just demolish the Cowboys. If we get that 5th spot,
they may fool around and not win that division, though, Emilio. The Cowboys, they're in trouble. I don't know what the plan is, but
it's true. But I just if the Cowboys win a division, I want to play them and I want to demolish them. Where would it be? The game would be in Dallas. I would love to see that. Just in Dallas, just demolish the Cowboys. I would love that.
There'd be so much red in the stands, it would look like Levi's.
Exactly. I would love that. It would suck that it would be a 14-2 team or a 13-3 team in the water, but it's just, dude, so wet. We play a lot better on the road. So it's just, I rather would want to have a home field advantage. I want to, I've never been to an NFC Championship game. I would love to try to go to that. That'd be awesome. But if it doesn't happen, I take it whatever it is. I would love it to be a Levi's. Get that.
It would be nice because it'd be great for the Bay Area anyway because people want to be able to just drive on into the park. Tickets gonna be hard to get anyway, but still. Emilio,
like I said, I want to at least try to go, but we just got to wait after week 17 or see what happens with Seattle for us to even. But like I said, with me, one game at a time.
Wait to see the 49ers go play that team with a vengeance this year, man. Hey, Emilio, let me go ahead and see you tomorrow, family. Get time.
Just message me.
Okay, I missed that. I did hear you say message me. I'm gonna get to you, so I missed that last part you broke up. All right. Anyway, I'll talk to you just a little bit.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, go ahead then.
Yeah, I was just saying, just message me or whatever. Just hit me up.
Okay. All right.
With that video. So, yeah.
All right, fam.
All right, for sure.
Have a good night. Oh, man. All right. And this, hey, that's Justin. Justin. Come on in, Justin. Justin.
How you doing?
Justin, doing great. And as I say, we look at the 49ers injuries versus other teams' injuries because it is late in the season. And we got guys coming back.
Kowalski. Damn, Kowalski. Damn it, man.
He almost made it through this season, too. He got a long way. This is good for Kowalski. Got all the way to week 13, 14.
Man, this is man. I was about to say 1 year. He's gonna be his year. This is his first year. He's not gonna be injured. I was wrong. Damn it, man.
He might be back. I don't know how long it's gonna. I don't see him coming back. It takes 3 or 4 weeks. It takes a month to heal up from that kind of injury. I don't know.
Yeah. And there's no good safeties on the free agent market right now. Oh, it's strong safeties.
Well, they brought Exum's back. Exum's a pretty good ball player. I don't know that he's as good as Kowalski, but he's a good ball player. As long as we get people from our system.
Nowhere near.
Yeah.
Just go back to my point, man. If we brought Jamal Adams in, we wouldn't have to worry about this.
You never know, though. You never know who's going to get hurt. That's the thing. Because you look at my boy Nick, and Nick, everybody says Nick's going to get hurt. But Nick's already into week 14, no injury.
Mm-hmm.
So you never know. It just doesn't matter what your history is. Anybody can get hurt. Anybody can stay unhurt. It's all a luck of the draw. Wait.
No one's ever brought up this. Robono, does this team remind you of 2014? Does this team remind you of 2014? This kind of seems reminiscent. We played the Saints.
You mean 2013?
We got that. We got that penalty, and we played the Seahawks in the state championship. This kind of feels like 2014 all over again. This kind of feels like because the NFC East is garbage again. That year the NFC East was garbage. So I think the Eagles barely made it. I think Cowboys barely made the playoffs.
No,
and then you got Minnesota's really good. Green Bay is really good again.
2014 Harbaugh was gone.
Oh, 2013. 2013.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, 2013.
Yeah.
But I'm saying
that we lost the playoffs to the Hawks, right? That year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm saying doesn't this feel like 2014 or 2013 all over again?
No.
The Saints are really good. No.
Oh well.
No.
What do you mean as far as that? Well, no. I mean the team is made up differently. There's just a whole different approach. Well, we did have a rugged defense, though. Well, somewhat.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
dominant defense. Yeah, I guess so.
Right. Now the big question is that I've always had: can they win in Seattle? Can they win in Seattle? Because the 2013 team did not do that. They came close, but they did not do that. Like, they need to win in Seattle. I understand this game is really big right now. If we beat Saints and the Rams have to beat Seattle, that's a big if. Rams have win. Have you seen the Rams, how they played? They've been playing horrible, man.
Well, no. Listen, that's why you have hope for this week because we got to go. But listen, the Rams all of a sudden woke up last week. I don't know what came over them, but that team.
Well, it's because of the Cardinals.
Well, yeah, that's true. Okay.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's against the Cardinals. It's against the Cardinals, okay? And the Cardinals don't have a good team on the paper right now.
That's true. We're out of time. I'm sorry. I didn't see. It really went by quickly.
All right. All good. But I'm just gonna say that it's gonna be a good game. But we need to not play slow. Ravens game was unacceptable.
Right.
We played really slow. Off the touchdown DBO. We started playing a little bit slow.
Weather conditions. Justin, we really got to go though. Justin, we're gonna be back tomorrow. You can finish that up. We'll start right on your analysis of the game. Okay. All right, fam.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
All right,
Let's
Justin.
go. Right again.
have a good night. Hey, and Shalio.
Hey, how are you?
Still, I'm doing great, man. And as I say, overconfident. I've not had this feeling since 2013, 2012. I used to laugh at teams we were going to play. I'm trying not to laugh, Shalil. You know, there's no reason to sit here to get too confident. I'm feeling like I'm a little ashamed of myself for not taking the opponent seriously. I know better, but I can't help it. I don't see how the 49ers have trouble with this particular team. The Saints just don't look like anybody to be scared of. You know what I'm saying? Injuries and all that stuff. What do you think?
You know what's funny, Rumbo?
What?
How about them cowgirls?
That's the best thing today. I should have came on last night after that game.
Oh, man.
We could all laugh. Well, that was hilarious.
Every time they lose. I love it. I love it.
Especially
I'm telling you, Rumbo, I don't care if we get the first seed. I don't care what seed we get. As long as we play them, we're going to blow them out of the water. We're going to kill them.
And that Jerry Jones face. I love it when he gets mad.
Jerry Jones is just going to have another segment of him talking. It's like he's like coaching the team or something.
Well, see, that's the problem with that team. Jerry's way too involved. If he would just... He has no right to fire any of his coaches. Shoot, Jason's the only guy that'll listen to him. He knows he can't hire another coach.
You know what, Rumbo? Keep him for 50 years. They could have mega contracts. Him and Jerry. I want them to stay for a long time. So we just smack those anytime we play, and we smack them around.
Oh God! Hey, but let's get back down to us business, man. You know, Shalil, now we got some injuries. The nice thing I do think is a good thing is we got 4 receivers that got all the work out this week, and that's always a plus. I've always thought that, Kyle, get 2 or 3 guys and let them get all the reps during the week, and let's get sharper and sharper and sharper. And they're finally doing that. We might see the result of that this week with Jimmy G and his receivers. So
we were missing another pass rusher against the Ravens, and that was Dee Ford.
Yeah.
And the 2 losses that we have are against mobile quarterbacks.
Yeah.
And Drew Brees is not a mobile quarterback. He likes to stay in the pocket and throw it. And I'm telling you, he's going to see 2 bullets. 2 bullets he's going to see on Sunday just going right towards him. He ain't going to do
up
anything.
the middle as well. You know, you put
Up the
Eric
middle
Armstead.
Actually, you know what?
is out of his
4
mind
bullets.
this year. Yeah, 4.
And it's
Bucker's getting blocked.
going to come quick. It's going to be 5 seconds. It's going to be sack. He's going to he's going to be lucky if he's going to get stretchered out of the game. It's going to be that bad.
I don't want to wish that on him, but I do like to watch him drop. The Falcons dropped him 6 times.
Yeah.
Dang.
They dropped him 6.
And they're not as talented as the 49ers front line. Wow. I'm a little worried about
We're going to get to him.
Yeah.
We're gonna get to him like we did in 2011.
Just don't try to break his neck because the refs will protect him then. You know, Ahmad went too far, so you know, I didn't think so, but the ref did. You know how they go. So
yeah, I mean our receivers are doing very well. I think Kendrick Bourne, Emmanuel Sanders. Emmanuel Sanders. I'm missing some. Oh yeah, Debo.
Yeah.
Debo, that's my boy, Debo.
Yeah, you know they.
I'm really kind of feel bad for Dante. He got hurt with was it the knee injury?
I think so. I don't know. There may be more. I know about a knee injury. I don't know about anything else. He was dressed out last week. I don't understand. The knee flared up again without any contact. Doesn't make any sense. Him and Marquise, they were ready to go. They just didn't step on the field.
He needs to give up on the vegan diet, man. He needs meat. I'm telling you, mashed potatoes, chicken, gravy. The whole Thanksgiving meal.
Get that rare cooked
week.
steak on there. Yeah. You don't have to eat it every day, but eat some.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh man.
And he needs to go to the weight room, lift weights. Even Kittle too. Like I know Kittle's a really good player. He needs to work on his leg weights.
You think
He doesn't
so?
get injured on the knees. Yeah.
But that was hyperextension.
I think Kittle. Yeah, he needs to get his legs bigger. He's got little chicken legs. He's got to get those
Kittle?
legs.
Yeah. I thought Kittle's pretty. Dante needs to definitely put on some weight. I think George.
But Dante for sure needs to. Yes, he needs to put on weight. I'm not too concerned about Kittle.
Yeah.
I just need him to work on his leg weights.
I think those legs are bigger. If you saw him in person, you'd probably think he just looks long. A lot of times, tall guys like that, their legs won't show a lot of bulk. But if you get close to stand there, you can see those. He's pretty strong. I'm pretty sure if he's bench pressing, what was that, 400 pounds that he benched? If he's benching 4, he's probably squatting at least that much. Because, how many people can bench more than they can squat, So, but anyway. Hey,
and you know what? Hearing these guys on Fox with Speak for Yourself and that idiot Stephen A. It's just pure comedy. I love hearing they want Jimmy G to be like Patrick Mahomes and Drew Brees, just long, accurate passers. Jimmy G is what he is. So
and also,
he's just gonna get better and better.
Exactly.
I love the hate.
And he's got to stick with the game plan. Just to be throwing the ball because you want to throw it because Stephen A. wants you to, or anybody else. Hey, Shalil, we got to go.
Exactly.
Shalil, I'm going to sit him on for the score, man. We'll be back tomorrow evening, okay?
Before I leave Ronbo, shout out to the Niner Empire. Jimmy G's about to play a full season.
Yes.
F the Cowgirls, F the Seahawks, and F the Raiders. Later, Ronbo. Thanks for the platform.
My pleasure, fam. Have a good night. Jerry Jones. If Dak wants to get paid franchise money, he needs to demonstrate to me that he's a franchise quarterback. Jerry, his contract's expiring. It's too late. Oh, Ellis. 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 I just believe we have too much talent on this team for me to have to be this stressed.
Oh, yo, Ronbo.
Hey, what's up, fam? Is that Ellis?
Hey,
Ellis.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Go on in, man. I'm sitting here laughing about Jerry. But hey, Ellis, this game coming up with the Saints. Actually, the name Breeze is more scary, I believe, than this game is, actually. What are you thinking?
Well, we can't deny the fact that, we are going up against the Hall of Fame quarterback in Drew Brees, and we have his accolades. He's definitely earned his name and solidified his position in the NFL, and he's still playing now. So we give him those credit. You know what I mean? As a man, you gotta bow out when it comes to just giving a man his just due. However,
Here it comes.
He's in trouble. I can't say it enough. We're getting at least 6. I'm calling 6 sacks right now at a minimum. 5 or 6. I mean, that's going to be the low. That's going to be at a minimum.
He's got to get rid of that ball.
George Kittle's a solid guy. I shout out to my man before,
Yeah, no,
I know
George.
we all want to have a little bit. We got to have some mass on us, but George, he's a solid guy. That's why he's moving those defensive linemen and doing what he's doing. That's why he's such a great, run and pass blocker.
Yeah, you got to have leg strength for that. Yeah, you got to have leg strength, and George's got plenty of that, Shalil. George ain't got to do any more than he's doing. That's a strong dude. Yeah, so.
Absolutely, 100%. How you feeling though? What are you thinking? I'm thinking we're going to get in the 40s. I'm calling it 42-17.
Oh, we got into the 40s.
Yes, sir. I'm feeling 40.
Hey, Didn't the Falcons score 30-plus points into that loss?
Yes, they did.
Yeah, that win?
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Yes, they did. That was a high-scoring game.
Eli Apple
Did they even have Marshawn Lattimore that game? I can't remember.
I don't know, but that Lattimore has been out. But Lattimore does not look like Lattimore last year. And Eli Apple, you can throw on him all day. I don't know. Boy, Debo is going to clown. I just don't see how they go stop the 49ers on offense. And I don't see a defense them being able to hold back that. Boy, it could get crazy out there.
And you can see why I'm saying we're gonna put up 42 because I honestly I'm feeling like my man earlier was talking about it's looking like a Green Bay kind of game.
Yeah,
I'm feeling the same way. We're probably gonna put up even a little more points on them. You know, that's just what I feel like. I feel like we're gonna come out, you know, strong, and we're gonna be active. We're gonna make up for the mistakes, you know, through those 2 losses. I feel like we're gonna take it out on, you know, New Orleans. Shout out my AT and my grandma out there. You know, they was talking mess to me earlier because you know, my family is from out there. I'm the only Niners fan. So I'm like, AT, we coming to get you. You know what I'm saying?
I tell you, the thing is, I don't know. The defense, you know, just made me think about something. The defense is going to be taking that ball away. I got a feeling and giving it back to the offense more than a couple of times in this game. So,
it's seeming like that, and I'm glad we got Antoine Exum. I was a little, not sad, but I was just, you know, I was like, damn, you know, when I know they didn't keep him on our squad earlier in the year, because I remember, you know, Exum was laying hats last year. I like how that man plays. He comes and he lays you down. You know what I mean?
I hope he's still in shape. They always stay in shape, though, don't they? I hope he's ready.
It's kind of strange how we had all these guys that weren't on the team anymore, and then we called them right back, and they're
still available.
They were just available, and I'm like, man, these are stout players. You know what I mean? And I just can't believe we had it. You know, DeMontre and you know, a couple of the other guys I can't remember just off the head, but yeah, and Antoine Exum, you know, is another. Yeah. So I'm just glad that they're on our team and they're available for us. Like I said, that depth is really something that we have looking into our favor, and they keep talking about it. I heard somebody, you know, shedding some light on that. Like, we really have guys that will come in and fill the position, and if not do better, they're going to hold their own, and we're going to – it's almost like we didn't even lose anybody. Everybody can't do that. We don't. All the NFL teams don't really have that working to their benefit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what we got to look at. And it's a very, you know, we're in key position for it. So we're going to beat up on the Saints. We're going to get that position. I don't know, will we be third if we beat them, or second, or where do we go up? I haven't even.
Yeah, because the Saints
really looked at it since I've been hearing all of the.
Yeah, I think they're top ranked. They got to come out of that spot if they lose to us. I think they dropped to 5, right?
Yeah, that should be it. I kind of wish that they were playing Seattle. Seattle could get, you know, can get a nice little contest, but we're going to beat up on Seattle anyway.
Yeah, I know.
We got to get that W back. We got to really.
Yeah, no more sliding by and escaping. Get a whooping, and that's it. Yeah, because I was going to tell Justin, this ain't 2013 no more, and this ain't the same unit, and they ain't the same unit, so it's going to be a different story. We'll get over that jinx. Hey, fam, we got to go. Let me see tomorrow if you get some time. Will Ellis?
Right on, Ronbo.
All right, man.
Nice talking to you. Shout out to the whole Niner Empire. Let me get a shout out one time. I ain't asked one yet.
Yeah.
Let me get the.
You ready? Oh, Niners for Mayor Ellis.
Yes, sir. All right, sir. Talk to you tomorrow.
Looking forward. And the recovery says, thanks, fam, for the contribution. Also, he says 31 ain'ts. 49ers 31, ain'ts 20. Yeah. I wonder if they can score 20. You know, the 49ers have kept everybody under 20 except for, 2 or 3 opponents, I think, right? I don't know that the Saints – it is Drew Brees, and I've got to realize that. Oh, and this is – Is that? Let me try to pronounce that now. That's Joe Tess. Joe Tess, right? Joe Tess. Thanks, Joe Tess. And I like the pair. I like the pairs, man. The pairs are cool. He's doing a little dance. Yeah. Okay. You know, the thing is, when I first heard Rodgers' name, the first thing you do is get scared. Rodgers, right? And look what happened. That was terrible. And then you hear the name Brees. Oh man. I guess it's the last year for that, though. Hey, forget about it. It's Niner Mike. Mike. Here he comes. Niner Mike theme. Mike. Yeah. Oh, E40.
Hey, that's how I'm feeling, Ronbo. You with me, Ronbo?
Bang, bang, Niner gang. Hey,
bang,
Mike.
Niner gang. That's how I'm feeling tonight, Ronbo. Listen here. I hope everyone is ready. The planes are loaded with the Niner faithful. It's going to be lit down there in the Gulf, let me tell you, and it's not because of the New Orleans Saints. We're going to light up Drew Brees all friggin' day. All day, Ronbo. All day. Listen here, you heard it from Niner Mike first. If you didn't friggin' believe it before, you're going to believe it after Sunday afternoon. I promise you that. And listen, Ronbo, I can't wait because this week has just pissed me off more weeks than anything else. All the people running their mouth, talking about this and that and this and that and saying, oh, and the Seahawks and the number 5 seed, like we're just going to lose the rest of our games. Well, they can kiss my friggin' ass, Ronbo. How about yours?
I've always said that. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. All of them. All of them.
We just ain't.
Running
we
their
still
mouth.
ain't ready.
I can't wait to restate the claim. I really, really can't. And it's going to start with this weekend, Ronbo. And we're going to let everybody know once again, for all the degenerates out there, you know, all the people that don't know how to understand how to use their eyeballs. You know what I mean? They want to keep down what their eyeballs are telling them. Now, let me tell you. It's gonna be a beautiful thing. Listen, they're gonna do the Taysom Hill kid thing. You know, he's gonna come in a couple of plays, Ronbo. But I feel like you know, it was almost perfect that we played, you know, the Ravens the week before because we were able to see that with a much more effective runner. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna take anything away from the Taysom Hill kid.
Yeah, but he ain't no Jackson.
No Lamar Jackson.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, he's no Lamar Jackson. So let's get that straight. So they're going to try a couple of those gizmos and gadgets. But listen, I got news for you. It ain't going to be enough. It ain't going to be enough because them boys, they didn't get to eat that much last week, Ronbo. You know, we got some hungry boys over there. You see Armstead, he always rubs his belly. You know what I mean? Every time he gets a sack, Ronbo, right?
Constantly eating.
We got some hungry guys. Yeah, Boss is hungry. I know they're all hungry. They didn't get to really eat last week, so they're gonna eat. They're down there. I'm sure they're getting some gumbo tonight, and and tomorrow they're gonna eat good. Maybe some jambalaya.
Oh
and then on
gotta
Sunday,
get some crawfish.
Special.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Drew Brees special. And listen, I'm out here in California, so I called Chef Shay personally. And for those that don't know, Chef Shay is Shannon Sharp. I called him personally, and I told him to get a seat ready for Drew Brees and the rest of them. They're going to come and get a couple of them flaming hot L's, Ronbo, them flaming hot L's that Chef Shay likes to serve up. I told him to get a couple more seats ready. I already knew we both knew Dak was going to go there with the Cowboys, so I told him he had to pull out a couple more tables. You know what I mean, Ronbo?
Yeah,
had to get a couple more tables ready. You know, and a little bit too, it's like seating for 60 in there or something like that. They're serving flaming hot L's at Chef Shay's all Monday, all day Monday. They're serving them, so I can't wait.
Well, one thing we won't hear more from Skip Bayless. So.
Oh yeah, no, we listen. I Skip. I'm not even gonna waste any breath talking about Skip. Skip the drip. Yeah, Skip the drip. He's a funny guy. You know, got to give it to him. I know he loves the Cowbroads, and you know, I got to give it to him. But well, listen, Ronbo, I'm not going to talk about them. Freak them. Listen, it's our time now, right, Ronbo?
That's exactly
our
right.
Time. And I'm truly excited. As a real Niner faithful, I'm excited. I don't know if any of you seen that today. The video that E40 posted. He was on
He was on one of the planes going towards the game, and the whole plane was just loaded with the faithful, and they were bumping the Niner, bang, bang, Niner gang on the plane, Ronbo, on the plane.
Party time.
And I gotta tell you, it's gonna be a beautiful thing. There's gonna be a lot of red. There's gonna be a lot of red in that stadium, and I'm excited. I'm excited, Ronbo. But listen, I'm gonna let you go, Ronbo. You have and you too, Ronbo. You too, because I want to say thank you for this. Thank you for the platform. You give the faithful a chance, to communicate on here, talk about it. But I do want to say there's a lot of couch general managers on there's a lot of general managers on their couch on there. Everyone's got to cool it, whether it's Trevor Coleman. Listen, let Kyle Shanahan do what he's been doing, guys.
Yeah.
It is what it is. It makes it's harder for teams to prepare when they don't just have one guy to focus on. You don't know who it's going to be. You don't know if it's going to be Wilson for 2 or 3 touchdowns, Mostert, Breida. You don't know, and it's better that way. And that's what I like, too, about not having a real, number one receiver. Ronbo, Jimmy, one time he's throwing to Debo, one time he's throwing to E-Man. I mean, it makes it harder to prepare for, and I like it like that, Ronbo. I really, really do. But listen, you have a good night, Ronbo, the Niner faithful. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to you, Ronbo. I appreciate what you do, my man. You just have a blessed weekend. Look forward to talking to you after the game, all right?
All right. Looking forward to it. Niner Mike. Have a great night, fam.
All right, Ronbo. All right.
There he is. Niner Mike making all kind of sense as usual. Hey, let me get area code is 408. Yes.
We're shaking, fam. It's Casey.
Casey, hey, Casey. Hey, Casey, it's like...
been a long week, huh?
Yeah, it's not like... going into the week against the Ravens, I was scared. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Yeah, you and MC Niner, huh?
MC wouldn't even place a bet. He lied, though. He did. But, here's the thing. There's only been a couple of games. I was a little concerned about Aaron Rodgers, but I thought, man, if he can't run, Aaron's going to stay in that pocket. It's going to be meat. So here we are with Breeze. And I'm trying to be respectful. This is a Hall of Fame quarterback. We can't just sit here and talk about him like he's trash. But I can't believe. I still think, man, he's got no read. His offensive line is a little weak. Even a good offensive line is not safe. But if it's going to be weak and you're not mobile, ooh, Breeze. Oh, that's...
Well, you know what his game plan is, Ronbo? He's going to get breezed on and call for a roughing the passer.
You think so?
That's
yeah.
He's gotten a professional at that.
He can take.
You know what I like about that too is when you see Jimmy do something like look for a call, it's real because Jimmy never does it.
Yeah, that's true. He never gets that. He
Ronbo,
never gets
you're
roughing.
Absolutely right. You can't underestimate your opponent. I really like what Emilio said earlier about just going to Dallas real quick in the wild card, just smacking Dallas around before, little appetizer. Wasn't that great? That was a great way to look at the damn wild card mess that the 49ers became
Dallas
somehow. That was so, I couldn't believe it. When it happened Monday night, it was like, what? And it's 3 or 4 days later, and it's still pretty shocking, to be honest. I mean, they can't let that happen. If the Eagles and the Cowboys both, go 8-8 or something, and the Niners are 13-3, 14.
I know they got to change the structure. You can't if your record is just way below. I mean, can you see the 49ers 13-3?
They're changing everything else, aren't they, Ronbo?
Oh well, yeah. It's 13-3 Niners, 14-2, and somehow lost the division.
Game, it's almost like when you hear Montana be asked about who's better, him or Brady. He answers it and says, well, you can't really compare because, you can't hit the quarterback now. It's almost like that when you think about what team is better than Shanahan Niners or the Harbaugh Niners.
Yeah, it's too early anyway to make that comparison. We'd have to wait a couple more seasons.
But I think the Harbaugh team was better. They had better special teams. They had David Akers. It's so damn similar, isn't it, Ronbo? Because they have that same kind of format of really good tight end, really good fullback, really good running backs. And then they're still missing wide receivers. Like even with Randy Moss, it was still kind of like, who's going to be the third go-to and whatnot.
Yeah, but the thing is, I see the difference. This team is still being built. That team was built when Harbaugh came. You got to wait a couple more years to even be thinking about a comparison. Of course, that team is still much better because they had a lot of polished vets. So.
Oh man, yeah. And the secondary was just, oh man.
Yeah. So, I would compare the secondary though.
Yeah, man, Ronbo. I love listening to you, Ronbo, man. You're one of the most fun people to listen to talk about football, and you've been asked about why did they run on 4th and 1 last week, and I'd like to point out something you said in the offseason when talking about the Super Bowl, the Niners-Ravens Super Bowl, and how what it was like. Why did Kaepernick throw that fade? They hadn't ran it all year, and you hit it on you hit the nail on the head. And I think what Harbaugh or whoever called the play was thinking is it's a wrinkle. They haven't seen it, and maybe that's what Kyle was thinking. But you're so right. Kyle he overthinks things sometimes, and he needs to run heavy. And he was probably thinking, well, if I throw it on 4th here, then I can run or pass on 1st here for sure, and run the clock out. Hopefully, is what he was thinking. So.
It works on occasion, though. That's the thing, Casey. We won that game against the Cardinals for that same ridiculous thinking. Jimmy just didn't get that ball on the line of scrimmage.
The Niners got a tackle, and really Lamar just tore us up in the red zone on that one play.
You can't play him. You don't know whether he's going to run or what. And that's really his best weapon. You just don't know what he's going to do.
Yeah, wasn't that annoying, man? Remember, I think since we've been talking, there have been 3 roughing the passer calls called on the 49ers.
I know.
I mean, geez, man, what the hell was that, man? It's Montana answers that question about him or Brady so well because you just can't compare it.
No,
they're
2
different games, man.
Quarterbacks they could be killed. And remember that, as a matter of fact, during Montana's time, teams would be like down to half the league would be down to their backup quarterbacks quickly too, because they were just getting carried off the field in body bags. It was bad. So, anyway, Casey, we got to go, fam. I'll look for you tomorrow, though, if you get some time, huh?
All right, sounds good, bro. Take it easy.
All right, Casey. Good night, fam. Oh, I just forgot, too. I got to mention, wretched KC says San Francisco can't make it. So, wretched drummer, I did it after I found it. Wretched drummer, you're on your way to the LA Rams game. I'm going to contact you a little bit here in a little bit for the 49ers logo identification that Shabazz wanted, of course. Sourdough Sam firing 2 guns in an old Western outfit. So, yeah. And I'll get clear. And guys can't keep canceling or else I don't know what to do. Jabroni, come on in, man.
Yo. Yo,
Jim,
what's up? What's up?
Hey, man, just sit back here, way over relaxed. Tomorrow, let's see if I still feel this way. You look at a team and you can't imagine how they're going to beat you. And I even went back and watched, as they say, I watched Carolina game against this team. I watched the Falcons game. I says, they're not that tough this year. And it could be that they've been to the playoffs too many times. Didn't they go 3 times or 4 times in a row? 3 times in a row, right?
Yeah, they did because of Drew Brees. But you know what?
Yeah.
Can I tell you how we're going to beat them, Ronbo?
Please.
Okay, like this.
Saints have to have it. 4th down. Brees. Pressure again. He's down again.
Except it'll be for the Niners, We're going to beat him.
He's down again. Again. That's a key word.
Again and again.
He's not. I really don't know what they're going to be able to do. They're not going to be able to launch. If they're not going to run the ball, they're not going to pass it. I can't imagine.
Well, they said they're going to come out. They said, watch out. We're going to pull some shit on you guys. They said on the Niners. They said they're going to pull some stuff. They're going to do some trickery. You know how Sean Payton is. He gets down with those trick plays,
Yeah, I guess.
He's going to pull. I wouldn't be surprised if you see all 3 quarterbacks in. I really wouldn't. He's going to put Teddy Bridgewater.
Taysom Hill in there.
Yeah.
I could see Robert Saleh looking to stand on the sideline. Sean, are you serious? All right, go ahead.
Yeah. What are you guys doing? But this isn't Lamar. This is Hill, like that one caller said. I mean, we're going to be able to stop this.
Yeah. As soon as he walks in, you know he's going to be up to something, right?
Yeah. I mean, we're going to stop him with what we have. That's the only questionable thing, Ronbo, I have to ask you is we talk a lot about the defense and what they're going to do to the Saints, but we haven't talked much about our offense against the
nobody
Saints
does.
Defense, which the Saints have a really good defense. That's the only scary part.
You think so?
They could do some things to us too, to our offense.
Well, it's not going to be done with Eli Apple. Marshawn Lattimore is okay. He doesn't look like he did last year, though. I think they're tired of the Saints or something. Lattimore's only good. He used to be really special. Apple, you're watching Apple running behind receivers all game long. And I'm wondering, how's he always out of position? Their linebacking crew, George is not going to have a problem with him. I don't know. Okay, but what are you seeing in the defense?
I don't know. I just think that their defense is a top tier defense. They've been holding people to. I don't know. I saw a stat that said something like they're 10-0 whenever they score more than 10 points or something like that.
That's true.
Their defense. Yeah, their defense is really tough. Their defense has been tough all year. It's just lately they've been
kind of weak.
A questionable team, right? Against Carolina, against the Atlanta, that one game in New Orleans. They've been really questionable of late, and I think that's where we're gonna, it's gonna favor us. Is that they've been kind of hot and cold lately, but that defense is tough, man. I think you don't want to underrate that defense. That's the thing we have to be ready for.
You don't want to do that, but I don't see Kyle Shanahan doesn't really. There's not been even a lot of defenses. Well, Carolina Panthers. I'm not Carolina Panthers. I mean the Ravens did a pretty good job against the 49ers last week as far as defense goes.
Mm-hmm.
That's about the best job
you were right.
I've seen all year on the 49ers, actually.
Yeah, there hasn't really been a defense that really has stopped us. Like you see those games that are like 10-3. We had that one against Washington, but it was because of the rain. But there hasn't really been a defense that's really shut us. You know what I mean? That's really shut us down.
And the Hawks. The Hawks kind of slowed the fun. The Hawks, George Kittle wasn't playing, and what's his name got hurt. We were 10-0, and then E-Man Sanders goes down, and then of course we had a couple of things, and Joe couldn't stop what's his name all game long. There's a lot of things that aren't probably going to happen again this year, so we'll see.
Well, that's the thing that you brought up, though, is why did we lose those two games? You could arguably say it's because of both kickers that we have.
Oh, right? And then there's that.
Gold.
Even as bad as we played those games. Yeah, exactly.
If you get that, if Gold gets that kick before half and that rookie gets that kick in overtime, we win both.
We don't lose, right? We don't lose.
That's the scary part, though.
Yeah.
We don't lose. That's the scary part, though, Ronbo, is that we don't have
a kicker,
a reliable kicker. So that could be scary going into the playoffs. I want to get that ironed out. I think Gold could iron that out, though. But that's the only thing that we really have to. We're the most balanced team in the NFL, period. We are the best team in the NFL and the most balanced. We have to iron out that kicker situation right away. And I think we'll be all right.
Kevin. Tell you what, Kevin, let's talk about this some more tomorrow. I'm going to go and as I say, we'll come back tomorrow for the scores. All right?
Yeah. Tomorrow I'll give you a prediction, too.
All right. We're looking for that. All right, Kevin. Have a good night.
Hey, that's Jim Brony. All right, brother.
Oh, Jim Brony. That's what I'm telling you. I was talking to Kevin a few minutes ago, right? Jim Brony, I'm sorry.
Yeah. That's cool. Right on, Ronbo.
All right, fam. Good night.
Take care.
You too. Oh, yeah. And Josh. Oh, I thought I was supposed to read that. Hey, Nighthawk.
What's up?
No Rambo?
What's up, Rambo?
I love that part. Nighthawk, man. And we're sitting there, And we got a lot of injuries, but a lot of guys coming back at the same time. Yeah, you know, what we need to do right now is show some appreciation for the new health team that we have in Santa Clara. Those guys are keeping the 49ers playing. You know, last year and the year before, and the last 3 years, guys would leave and they're not coming back for the rest of the season. Now, guys come back in about 3 weeks, 4 weeks. So, I mean, you know, we got Matty B coming back. Joe Staley's coming back tomorrow. Dee Ford, you know, they patched him up. Yeah, we got all kind of guys coming back. We got a few guys leaving, but then, you know. But you know, are you scared of Drew Brees?
No.
I didn't know why I asked him. I knew he was going to say that. Are you confident we're going to win this game?
I hope we do. That's what I'm going to say. I hope we do.
Yeah. And speaking of, since injuries is a thing tonight, they got a bunch of injuries too. Hey, JJ, they got a lot of injuries too. They got a couple of tackles out. Well, one tackle's hurt. His name, the Armstead guy. I don't know why he's gonna. This is kind of crazy. But anyway.
Yeah, but I'm just hoping the Seahawks get their ass kicked.
I know, right? So tired of see. You know what? Their run game looked pretty. I must say, their run game looked pretty good. Chris Carson. Now they got their draft pick is looking pretty good. So you know.
but they got lucky with that game when they beat us in.
That's the name of the Seahawks game. You know, they somehow.
We missed that kick. If we make that kick, it'd been over.
Yeah, I know. We would have played a sloppy, got beat up game in the trenches and still would have won. So that's fine. We'll get a chance to beat them back in a couple of more weeks. That's all I ask for.
Yeah, and they got the number 2 seed. Who gives a shit?
God. They got to win the division, though. They're in the first place. They're in the first place due to the head-to-head competition with us, but that could change quickly. Everybody, both teams
but I'm not
out.
scared of. But like I said, I'm not scared of Breeze because he's not no mobile quarterback.
Yep, but he's still. Hey, but Nighthawk, he's still a legendary guy. He's Drew Brees. He just recently passed Peyton Manning. I mean, this guy is really the shiznit.
Yeah, but we got Baker.
I know. Plus, we got the defensive line from HELL. If you can't run and get away, this team is built and designed for seek and destroy. Nighthawk, they're coming in. If you can't get out of the way, you will be destroyed.
But they got Bosa, man. They got Bosa.
And all them other first-round draft picks. Nighthawk, do you
that's
realize?
That's why I'm not scared. Because, like I said, Drew Brees is not a pocket. He stays in the pocket. So
I saw him trying to run out that last game though against the Falcons. He was trying to say I can run. He was like trying to extend plays a little bit. But I said, Drew, man, you got to run faster than that though.
So we're gonna take I don't care about the 4th seed or 5th seed. I don't give a shit.
I don't want the 49ers to travel to a team like the Cowboys and somebody hurting an ankle or something, you know? I just don't want to waste any week clowning the boys. And then, as I say, somebody gets hurt. And see, I said, you know what? He didn't even need to play. I'm looking at one of my players. He didn't even need to play to beat the Cowboys. And now we're losing for the rest of the playoffs. I'd be mad. Oh, Nighthawk, I'd be so mad.
I don't care. I mean, right now, all I think is about the Super Bowl. I don't care about that 5th seed or the 4th seed.
Well, you know, we could still win the division, so I'm ready. Nighthawk, hey, now let me get a holler. I'm gonna see you tomorrow, Nighthawk, and get that score ready. I'll be waiting on you.
Yeah, okay. Give me a shout out.
A Niners for the Nighthawk.
Oh, yeah. Before I go, hit that like. I'm out.
Thanks, Night Hawk. Have a good night, fam.
Good night.
Yeah. Hey, Sean, the jeweler. Sean, come on. Oh, it's the other Sean. Sean, come on in, fam. Sean, I heard that.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can.
Okay. Hey, what's going on?
Sean was sitting there contemplating the Saints. It looks too easy, Sean. I feel like it's almost a trap game for the 49ers. And not that the Saints are a bad team. Some people misconstrue. I say they're a bad team, but the 49ers are so powerful, they ain't got no business being. This is just not a game they should struggle with.
They shouldn't struggle with it, but at the same time, every game is a trap game right now.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, we the 5th seed. I mean, we in the wild card now, all because we lost to the Ravens. I was there live at Baltimore Ravens Stadium, and just to hear all the Ravens fans keep saying, man, that was a good game, man. We'll see y'all in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, see, that's respect.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, they respect us, and at the same time, it's just that game was winnable.
Yeah.
The difference I saw between Jimmy Garoppolo and Lamar Jackson was on 4th down or any time, Lamar Jackson took control of his offense. On 4th down, he told his coach, no, I'm going to get this. I got this. The same thing Peyton Manning used to do. So I respect Lamar for that. It's just with Jimmy, it's when we lost the fumble in the beginning, I said, we're going to pay for that at the end. And everybody's like, no, we're going to pay for that in the end. This is going to be a tight game. It's a rain game. It's old school, run the ball, down your throat type game. I mean, Devo mossed 2 defenders. Like, Marcus Peterson looked terrible. He looked horrible against Devo. I mean, Kittle was blocking his butt off. And that was the type of game that was like that. With Kittle, he wasn't the main receiver. But I saw that Kyle Shanahan, he got away from, at the end of the game, running the ball. 4th and 1. Why would you throw in a shotgun formation?
Especially
Why didn't you just run the ball with Mostert?
Right? Especially with the day Mostert's having. What are you doing?
Yeah, like, he had 146 yards. Like, what was it going to hurt you to just hand the ball to him for another,
one more play.
5-10 yards?
Yeah.
I mean, it just really bothered me all week. All week it bothered me because I'm just like, you could win that game with just making the right decision on 4th and 1. But then you turned around, you didn't handle the clock before the second half. We could have got 2-3 plays off. You mismanaged that. It was a lot of, and like one of the guys said earlier, you do a sweep with Kittle with a stacked box. like I mean, dry field, yeah. Kittle breaks that tackle, he's gone.
Yeah.
Wet field, no. Like, come on, you gotta take risks and you gotta take chances. But in that type of game where all you have to do is just really run the ball down the throat and you win in the game, we held Ingram down. Like he said he was gonna go off on us. He didn't do nothing. Lamar Jackson did all the work.
And he has the element of surprise. Because they hide that ball really well. That is something. It's an art form.
I mean,
you're watching it on
the goal line.
Yeah.
Like, goal line touchdown, literally everybody went with the running back. I'm like, and I kept saying it, you got to stay disciplined. You wait until the second movement of the read option. You do not fall for the first movement. If you fall for the first movement, you're going to get tricked every time. And Lamar Jackson is one of them quarterbacks. He does a great job at faking the handoff. He did an excellent job.
Like I've never seen before. And also,
I mean, you got to give him respect.
And also, like you said about discipline, though, stay home. I seen Zacha crash as soon as that Ingram faked that running the ball. You know what? 53. Who was your man? You don't worry about the middle. The guys in the middle got that. Keep an eye on Lamar. And sure enough, here comes Lamar running in, laughing and carrying on. You know, look at you. God.
Oh man, that was the worst one. The worst one was I didn't feel bad for Keller Williams when he got juked because on wet ground, you coming in hot, you might get juked like that because you're not. It's wet ground, like it's wet field, like you don't have no type of traction like that.
Lamar does that on dry ground. I mean, people just. I mean, I seen him break K-Wan's ankles, and K-Wan, nobody fools him. Lamar's just got that boy's got some serious God-gifted talent, man. That is just crazy.
Man.
So
he remind you of a young Randall Cunningham. Oh my. Oh. If you look at some of his film, Randall Cunningham was doing that same thing. He was breaking people down. Him, Michael Vick.
Yeah. They
hell, you even throw in Cordell Stewart if you wanna be an all around quarterback just like with the Saints. How they're using Hill. I get it. It's like the guy said earlier. When you know Hill is in the lineup, you know what's coming.
There you go. Sean, we got to stop. Sean, we got to stop until it's getting late. I'm gonna go ahead. Let me see you tomorrow, Sean. And tomorrow I promise not to be so late getting in here for scores. All right?
Yeah. Shout out to Non-Empire DMV, my boy Tori, Marcus, Jackie Moon, Cassandra, and all of us from the DMV area.
All right, fam. Have a good night, Sean.
You too, brother. Have a good night.
Thanks, fam. All right. And we roll on over to Charles.
Hey, Ronbo. How you doing
Charles. Yeah. Doing all right. Just sitting up here, like I said, trying to feel at least not overconfident, but at least start thinking like, come on now, it's Drew Brees.
Yeah.
Oh! Charles? Because, I'm thinking they are 10-2. I keep forgetting that. Charles, where you at, fam?
Yeah, we can't just act like it's going to be another roller game. It's going to be more about us against that crowd noise.
And then there's that. I forget about that. So
if we communicate with Kyle and the offense scrambling, just to know what's going on, and we're going to be offensively. We got to figure out a way just for that crowd noise. That's going to be the issue.
You know what? You get rid of that crowd noise, get a lead. Let's say the 49ers jump out to a 14-3 lead. The crowd's already out there.
Yeah, no doubt. That's the most important thing. To a lead, then Trevor is going to have to drop back for it one more times. They can't throw their way back. And guess what? That's when Bosa, Buckner, and Dee Ford eat all game.
How many INTs? I've thought about how many INTs has Drew got any interceptions this year? I thought I saw one.
I think he's got consistent, so it's not much.
Yeah, because he's going to be under a lot of pressure. Our coverage is pretty good. If he just lets an errant pass go, like Baker Mayfield or some of those guys like to do, he's going to get picked off. We'll see.
No, Reed is not.
He doesn't do that kind of thing, does he?
Yeah, he doesn't do that.
He'd rather get. Yeah.
The matchup I'm looking at right now.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, he didn't get sacked. No doubt. This is the matchup I'm looking at. Richard Sherman against Michael Thomas. I'm sure if we, because Michael Thomas has been a beast, so let's just give it up. He's been balling, Michael Thomas, and yeah, we're gonna hold him to less than 10 points. It just worked that way.
And Michael Thomas is not a home run hitter. He's a possession receiver. Unless you're around the goal line, he's gonna get some. But I don't know that he's going to be really a big danger. And Sherm's going to be taking this as a serious challenge. I worry about Sherm's leg, though. His knee was hurt from last week. He may not be 100%, but he's not about to miss this game no matter what. He's made that clear. It's like Shanahan, he threatened him and told him, I'm playing this game, so don't even think about taking me out.
Yeah. So now,
Charles, we've got some kind of broken connection. I'm only getting every other word. So let's maybe we'll wrap this up. But y'all, if you get time, get back here tomorrow. Let's see if we can get a better connection, okay?
I'm sorry about that. I'm in the area.
I'm sorry, Charles, I got, you say, no, it's not your fault. I think it's electronic thing. All right. All right. All right, Charles. I'll look for you tomorrow, okay?
I'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Have a good night.
You too.
Okay. All right. And let's see. Somebody's name's coming up here. Anyway, I'm Jeff Jeep Egan, Hawks 26-16 all time against Niners. What? Is that true? We played more games than that. Hey, Adman.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Yeah, hey, somebody give me the truth about the 49ers Hawks series. I do not believe there's a 10-game gap, although it could be. They've beaten us a lot the last few years, huh? That may be true. Adman, hello.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Yeah, hey, you got a speaker or something going on in your house. You probably need to mute that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got a feedback.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to use my my headphones and
okay.
the ones with the microphone attached to them.
Yeah. I don't hear the echo. Whatever you did. Okay, it's gone now. Adman, come on in, man. What are you? So what are you thinking here? You got a lot of guys hurt on our team. Jimmy G's been able to work with just 3-4 guys this week, unlike usual. And are you looking for a sharper Jimmy G this week? Joe Staley's back in the lineup. Is he going to make a difference? You got Matty B out there helping Raheem Mostert. And Case TC's not sharp this week because I worry about him. So what are you thinking?
Well, first and foremost, I'm actually legitimately concerned and worried, Ronbo.
About what?
Drew Brees, his health. Is he going to be able to stand up?
I know.
That's not right. Yet I was listening earlier, and I know you're saying something about being overconfident, and we probably shouldn't be. He is a good quarterback. He's a Hall of Fame.
He's a Hall of Fame.
But I don't know. You got 4 first-rounders on the front line.
Taz.
Even the backups, they're hungry. They want to get after Brees. But you know what? Back to your question. So I see Jimmy G being sharper this coming Sunday. I actually think he'll have a pretty decent game. I keep hearing all these talks about Jimmy G fumbling. That was the sole reason why we lost. I don't see that. It's a collective effort. It wasn't just on one person. They're in the game throughout. They're in it throughout the whole game. So it was a good game.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I think having Matt Breida back in the lineup, that will definitely be a huge plus.
Because you got that third option. Because TC last week, he just didn't have anything to offer, and they left it all. I mean, all of it was on Raheem Mostert. Now, what if Kyle had a third guy to go to and see if he's got something to offer? You want to keep those looks. Although Mostert is so good nowadays, I don't know what to think. I thought he was great last week, though.
Yeah, same here. You know what? It's funny how we do have those 3 running backs, but sometimes one does a little bit better for some reason than the other, or 2 do better.
It's always going to be like that.
It's interesting. Yeah, exactly. Early in the year we thought it was. At least I thought it was all Matt Breida, and then next thing you know, Tevin Coleman shines. Next thing you know, Raheem. It's a really good running back group. I was saying even in the off season in the beginning, people were wanting, we should go get Zeke or we should get whoever. And it's like, they're great running backs, but do you understand the depth that we have in this running back group? All 3 of them are something special, and I think it's personally I like Breida. I can't even pick a favorite.
It depends on what game. Because just like you're saying, Adman, it depends on, TC looked awesome against the Panthers, I think that game was. And look at Matty B. First snap from scrimmage, he takes it coast to coast. My God. At
that Cleveland game? Yeah, I was at that game too. So first snap, he just runs all the way.
So he's got that kind of home run speed. Once he gets out in front, that's it. If you're behind him, Just stop running. Don't embarrass yourself. Don't get tired. Don't sprain an ankle. It's over. So that's why I like him with that.
Yeah, I think just this run game, we just Kyle's. Kyle's showing his hands offness, but Jimmy Garoppolo, he really flourishes well once the play action starts rolling. Like once he gets comfortable in that, he's a machine. He may make a bonehead play every now and then, but I just like he has a certain flow to him once that running game is going, that play action is going, he just seems calm. And it's just
what his percentages are in play action. He's already doing around his average around 60-something%. It goes up. I mean, a lot when it comes out of play action. And I don't know why Kyle doesn't run play action more often. I couldn't understand if the Ravens' aggression is getting there. Kyle, for the love of God, run a bootleg or something. Give him some time to find a receiver. Stand right there, wait until these guys get in. They were coming in. When they come in unblocked, you run the risk of what you're seeing. I don't know if Jimmy G's hands are small or something or what, but when they come crashing in there at high speed and he lost the ball, I got mad at him, but I said, Jesus Christ, but that guy came in at like 100 miles an hour, like nobody touched him. So, Hey,
I don't think I could hold the ball. Somebody's coming at me like that.
But anybody that's ever played before, that's why they get pissed off. They don't know what it's like to get hit by a guy like that point blank, especially when they're that big and that fast. You do well to keep your shoulders attached to your body. So, that's why Staley's got to be better. I hope he's healthy. At least slow these guys down when they're coming in. McGlinchey did a great job. I think he's back. So we're doing okay there.
Yeah, exactly. And then I'm not hearing too many penalties coming out of him either as well, too. A lot of
McGlinchey, I know. And he's him and George Kittle, that run block last week, they were straight nails. That's the
thing, too. People discredit George Kittle, or they're like, oh, well, he's not producing the touchdowns. And so it's like, yeah, that may be the case, but what he does for this run game is just, it's night and day.
Hey,
I mean, look at the Arizona games and Seattle game. Without George Kittle, that run game was pretty much absent.
We've seen the run game without George. That's what he does. George is a man he's got like several jobs, and he does them all well. So nobody should say anything about George.
Exactly.
That's why FS1, what's that idiot that says, no, George Kittle is not that well blocked. What are you talking about? Go back to basketball, okay? Shut up. God. Anyway, hey, Adman, we're going to go now. Look for you tomorrow night, huh?
You know what? I won't be. I probably won't be available tomorrow night, so I'm going to say 37-17 San Francisco.
All right, that's official. Make that for you right now. All right, Adman. And I will keep them under 20. That's what we do.
Yeah.
Have a good night, fam.
All right. Good night, Ronbo.
You too. Yeah. I am not having anything to say about Tim Ryan. I see my I don't think I could be naive. I'm always the guy that gives people the benefit of the doubt. I don't think Tim was thinking in a racist. I don't think he was being a racist. I think he just got caught up in the moment. I'm like Richard Sherman and the rest of the guys. I don't look at him as being anything but Tim Ryan who said the wrong thing. So I'm not mad at him. I know. And he's already came back and apologized. He went to the locker room, made sure everybody knows, guys, you guys know, okay, I shouldn't have said it. It was a dumb thing to say. From my heart, I've got nothing vicious or malicious about black people anywhere. Come on. So, and all of our guys said, and the 49er locker room said, we got his back. That's all I need to hear. If they say it, I'm with the players. Wait a minute. Let me see Wing Chun. Let's see here. Jimmy G fumbled just about every game. That changes the game. More excuse for quarterback's problem that needs attention. Excuse me? Fumbles every game? We're 10-2. Hey, look, guys, hit that like, fam. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to see you tomorrow night. I'm going to take some scores and get ready to go 11-2. Niners! Yes.